Hi everyone, welcome to game week 2. It's Watchalong tonight. We've got Aston Villa versus Everton. Absolutely buzzing for this one. Can't wait to talk football, FPL and the Premier League. Tonight we've got myself, FPL Matt Day. We've got Quinton from the FPL Amateurs of Oz. We've got Damo, FPL West Ham, who's also from the FPL Amateurs of Oz. And we've got Daniel Capellaro, D10 Football, as you can see there in his Coutinho shirt, ready for the Aston Villa game. So how are we all going, boys? We'll start off with you, Q. Obviously, you're in the top left-hand side of the screen. How are you going, mate? What are your predictions for this game?
Well, my prediction was that Bailey was going to be starting, but started wrong already. But I think it's going to be a good game. Actually, I think that hopefully Villa look a bit better in attack this week. So I'm backing them to look a lot better this week compared to last week.
Yeah, no, good stuff. I think we want to see an improved performance from Villa. They were pretty dreadful against Bournemouth last week, whereas I think Everton they look quite good against Chelsea in part. So should be an interesting game. The old Gerrard versus Lampard debate will be back up and running tonight as they're going up against each other as managers. Dan, do you want to give us your prediction on this one?
Mate, I'm hoping that this kit gives us a little bit of luck. The 2 points from Big Phil last week was really underwhelming. I could have used at least one more point from a classic team. And Q's got him in the draft. Q, I'm willing to swap you a large prize for a Phil Coutinho for my draft team. But yeah, I'm. Hold on, I'll come back to you. Oh, you actually want to swap the large prize for Coutinho?
No, I was going to say when I get back from our Sky Sports studios, mate, I might be able to organise something for you.
Yeah, we can muster something up. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Aston Villa get over the line. I think they need this win. It's been a lot of talk about Steven Gerrard. I've seen some tweets as well, FPL community, saying he's going to be the first manager sacked this season. They haven't had a great run, but I'm hoping that Coutinho can do a bit of magic tonight.
Good stuff, Dan. And I think Coutinho is one of them. Quite a few people went with him last week. He's obviously quite well priced at $7 million. So hopefully he can return at Villa Park. And then we've also got Damo, FPL West Ham. Welcome to the stream, mate. It's good to have you on. What are your predictions for this one?
Well, what better way to sort of debut for my first YouTube watch along than look, it's going to be an interesting game, I think. Everton, just looking at their lineup, they don't really, in my opinion, they don't really have the firepower, I don't think. No disrespect to Gordon, but, losing Richarlison and not really replacing him so far. I think Aston Villa's got to bounce back this week, and they've sort of shown that by benching Bailey and putting the two big guns up forward in Ings and Watkins. I think they're going as a 4-4-3, if I'm not mistaken, today with Coutinho on the on the left, is it? But yeah, so I can see Villa sort of winning this game, probably winning 2-0 with maybe Coutinho scoring a goal and potentially Watkins as well. So. But we wait and see, but either way, I think Villa wins it.
Good stuff. We're about 6 minutes away from kickoff, so what we'll do is we'll just quickly talk about the players that we've got to play in our fantasy teams, and then we'll go through the lineups from both sides. So here's Bailey, who's on the bench. So who's got Villa players? We know Dan's got Coutinho. Q, Damo, do you have any Villa or Everton players? Might have some Everton players. Who else you guys got?
I've got Bailey, and then in my draft team, I think I've got Coutinho in one. I've got Mikolenko in another one. I've got Patterson. I've got a mixture of players. I've got some cash and a couple of draft teams as well. So heavily invested in this game.
Yeah, not for mine. I don't have any players in my main sort of FPL. In draft wise, I think I only have kind of Cody in the draft side. But yeah, as I said, it'll be interesting to see what unfolds anyway.
Good stuff. I've got Bailey, the man mentioned. So welcome to the stream, Ali. I've got him. He's on the bench, so that's. It's a bit of a pain, but I did kind of expect it. yeah, he didn't look too good last week, but I'm hoping he can come off the bench and do something. I've also got Matt Cash at fullback for Villa, so hopefully he can do something. I've put a bit of faith in him in these sort of first 4 games, so we'll see how he goes. But what we'll do now, we'll go through the lineups. So for Villa, I'll go through the Villa team, and then Q, if you want to go through the Everton team after. So for Villa, they've got 4-3-3. They've got Martinez in goal, Matt Cash, Diego Carlos, a Brazilian, who I'm sure Dan would appreciate. Diego Carlos, big signing from Seville. Tyrone Mings is back in the side, which is a bit of a surprise. Digne on the left side, and then a midfield 3 of Ramsey, Kamara, Boubacar Kamara, John McGinn, and then a front 3 of Ollie Watkins, Danny Ings, and Coutinho. So as we mentioned, no Bailey, he's on the bench. No Buendia, he's also on the bench. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. And then the Everton team, do you want to go through that one, Q?
Yep. So they're lining up in a 5-4-1 formation. So they've got Patterson, Holgate, and a debut to Connor Cody, who's just come across this week. You got Tarkovsky, you got Mikolenko, who a very exciting wing back to look out for. You've got McNeil, Decore, Iwobi, Gray, and then up front we got Gordon. So I'm not sold on Gordon up front. I'm not sure how he's going to go as sort of a number 9 by himself up there. He plays good when he's, alongside a Calvert-Lewin, but, a solid side, but very interested to see Mikolenko and Connor Cody this game. I want to see how Connor Cody fits into this system that they've got.
Yeah, I think Connor Cody's a really good signing for Everton, centre-back. But yeah, I think you make a good point about Gordon up front in his own. There's no sort of presence now without Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin. So it will be interesting to see if there's any goals in there. And welcome also to the stream, Matt Cowling. Thanks for joining in. And that comment before from Ali. He's not too annoyed since Gerrard relies on him and likes him. So he's got Aaronson as backup. So that's good to hear. There's 2 minutes till kickoff. Does anyone want to jump in with any comments pre-match? Dan, I think you had something you wanted to say during the Everton lineup.
Yeah, well, not so much about the Everton, but I was just giggling away. 5-4-1, and Anthony Gordon by himself up front. Like, Anthony Gordon's been more of, from what I've seen, he's more of a playmaker, more of a creator, more of a winger. Very, very skillful player. Look, obviously can score. We've seen him score goals before. I liked him in the last few matches of the past season as well. I had him in my FPL side. But I think it's interesting for Aston Villa as well to leave out Buendia. I had Buendia in my draft. I got I traded him out for Joe Linton this week. So just bringing in more Brazilian flavor. And you're saying there also Diego Carlos. I was thinking of having him in my side, but he is guaranteed a yellow card. Always. Like he was unbelievable Sevilla, but just always gets a yellow card, unfortunately. His face is on my TV screen right now. He just looks menacing. Like he looks ready to kick someone, I mean, that's probably what you want from your centre back, but not so much your FPL side,
True.
And the other one, Douglas Luiz on the bench. He was playing all the time last
Yeah, that's
season.
a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
And the way I'm seeing Aston Villa line up now, it's a 4-3-3, but it's more of a 4-3-1-2. Coutinho playing as a 10, and up front with Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins. So that's interesting. I actually thought Coutinho was going to be a wing, but nice creators role for him. Hope he's a free role. Hope he's just wandering around like Chris Waddle used to,
Well, it seems. So you go, Demo. You go.
I was going to say we haven't really. Obviously, when Coutinho sort of first signed, came with a bit of fire and all that kind of stuff. But we haven't really seen the Coutinho of old. He sort of petered off at the end of last year, and obviously we haven't really seen what we know what he's capable of. So it'll be if there's going to be any game that he sort of brings that fire, it's going to be tonight.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like
Sorry, I just saw Patterson pop up. Sorry, I just saw Patterson pop up on the screen. He looks like about 12 years old. Just had to.
So does Anthony Gordon.
Anthony Gordon, yeah. Some
Jordan,
some clean shaves in this team.
Yeah, sorry, Matt. You go now, mate. I just had to
some,
bring it up. I just popped in my screen.
Good points about Coutinho. And Gerrard just seems to be chopping and changing this team all the time. I think he was doing that last year. So he needs to find some consistency. But we're about to get underway. Let's bring in this comment from FPL Planner. Welcome to the stream. Why are we watching this game with no FPL interest? Question mark. Yeah, look, unfortunately, I'm too invested. I'm too invested in this with FPL. Bailey, Matt Cash. I'm worried. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go.
You've got Matty Cash in your classic?
Yeah, Matt Cash is in my classic.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got anyone in my draft team because me and Q are actually playing each other in a draft game. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So you've already banked. So you've already banked the 3 points, have you?
I hope so. Yeah.
That's it.
All right, we're about to kick off.
Huge game.
We're about to kick off.
We've
Everton
kicked off here.
Kicked off in yours. All right, so we want to try and sync us stream. So we want to try and sync this with the viewers as well. So when the clock comes on,
I'll tap mine forward.
So I'm at 15 seconds, 16, 17.
What we'll do is we want to try and sync with all.
I'm at 15 seconds now.
15. All right. So when we get to
17,
35
18,
seconds,
19.
Press pause on 35 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Once the referee's name, this is
Michael Oliver, you're killing it.
3. All right. 40 seconds. Do it at 40 seconds.
No, it's all right. 35 we can do.
No, because 35.
Oh, social media. Yeah.
All right. 50 seconds. Do 50 seconds.
Oh,
50 seconds. We're doing it at 50 seconds. A quick pause. Aston Villa have got a corner.
Okay, I'm about to reach
50 seconds.
now.
You paused?
I'm at 50. Yep.
Right, so all the viewers, we've paused at 50 seconds, and we're going to play in 1, 2, 3. All right, back underway. Everton are in yellow. Aston Villa are in their traditional claret colours, and they've got a corner. So,
what do you guys
who's on their corners?
Wobie, age 50 years.
Isn't he?
He looks like a busker at the subway.
What are you on now?
For Villa?
109, 110, 110, 111?
115.
Okay.
So header over the bar.
A couple seconds ahead. Oh, my geez.
Where are you guys?
Where are you guys at? Over the bar.
123.
That's what I'm on.
I'm
ahead of that.
I'm a couple of seconds ahead of you. I'm at 132 now.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, I'm 132.
You guys were too. I'm 134, 35. You guys were too happy with the play, the trigger finger. That's all right. Leave it like that.
I was going to say a couple of seconds won't make a difference.
We'll leave it like this, and then second half we will get in tune. You want to read that one out, Q?
The Arsenal lads are on a mad one. El Neni took a minus 56. Wow. Jesus, maybe he was trying to activate a free hit or something and forgot to click it, but that's sold Son for Ward Prowse.
That's kind of
and took a minus 4 for Welbeck and St. Max and Captain Odegaard.
That's past season antics, isn't it? Like you do something like that and then get 56 and then complain that you've been hacked.
It's a good start for Villa.
So out of all of them, Odegaard was the most sensible one.
Yeah, he was.
Let's get Coutinho's ball. Come on now.
Oh, McGinn.
Look,
Villa looking quite good early on. All the
Coutinho
attack.
wants the ball bad, man. Have a look. This is something I never understand, right? You've got a player like Coutinho, and McGinn had the chance there just to give him the ball. You take it on his back foot and turn and go into the box, or he can create something, right? McGinn instead just hits like a bobbly old ball into the box. I never understand that.
I don't like it. It's a waste. He's just wasted it. He's pretty much just turned the ball over, and it annoys me every time.
Like, fair enough if he was Miguel, but he's not. He's McGinn.
Yeah,
you know. And it's Coutinho there. Give Coutinho the ball, please. Of course, I'm speaking with bias and invested interest. You know, I need these Coutinho points.
Sounds like a very true FPL manager there. It's like, a Coutinho owner.
Exactly.
Villa looking good early on this. I'm already looking at this game and I'm thinking, God, I wish Bailey was playing. I really wish he was. I just
don't you wish you had one of the 9 Everton defenders?
Yeah.
Oh man, 5-4-1. That's not Frank style, is it?
See,
No.
I like this formation for the likes of Mikolenko and Patterson, but not for anything else.
Yeah.
I like
can't
this I like this formation in FIFA when you're up 1-0. You know?
Yeah.
I always still find a way to concede, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the catch up. It's like Need for Speed, mate. Even when you're winning, you've never won.
So we all staying on with the inevitable meltdown happens when Haaland gets benched at the 40th minute mark.
Ooh,
Mate,
you
I'll
imagine?
do a live stream just to react.
Some people will be desperate for that to happen, but
City don't need
Can't
him
imagine it.
in that game. They'll win 6-0 without him.
yeah.
Hey, I'll just bring up did you see Booner on Twitter?
That was hilarious.
Bailey benching and then let's talk FPL. He blocked him.
But it's going to be the most amicable blocking I've ever seen.
No, that was
He basically messaged him saying, "Look, I know you're a good bloke, but I can't be having these these fake rumors pop up on my stream every 2 minutes."
yeah, and then it ended up being real.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Eyes has
stream.
joined us.
Here
Yes.
he is. I'm
FPL
in the house,
Eyes.
but it's a dry house with no Bailey's Irish cream dripping down my throat. Sorry to hear that, mate, but look, you're here now. You got Villa v Everton, so what more do you need, mate? What more do you need?
I've got a special surprise for you, Steve. If Bailey comes on and scores, mate, she'll get a bit rowdy, mate. I can guarantee it.
Anything like your Vegas thing last week?
Won't be doing any overseas trips. The old jet's getting a bit of fuel.
Matt, he's not happy. He's not happy with Lampard's attire.
He's not.
He did look like.
What is he wearing? I haven't seen.
He did look like he just hopped out of the gym. Like he looked like he just went and had a gym session. Now he's come to just coach the team.
Just got back from the pub.
Yeah,
You'd have to have a few schooners to leave Bailey on the bench, mate.
Yeah. Wait, mate, that's Gerrard, you mean?
Oh, sorry.
Lampard.
That's
Everton,
it.
mate.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was looking it up. I thought you were talking about Gerrard.
Yeah, this is the old.
This is. I was gonna say Gerrard always looks clean, mate.
Yeah,
Gerrard looks like he's
same
about to
haircut since he
apply
was
for
born.
The Apprentice.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Hey, can I just ask? See this FPL player? Yes, this here, right? Calvin Phillips, Captain Haaland, Sol Grealish for Bernardo from FPL Focal. Are the actual players playing FPL, and we know what their teams are?
Yeah, and I thought players got banned from playing FPL as well.
Yeah,
well, some clubs banned it, right? So
this must just be
I think,
carry on.
Was it the Spurs players that got banned? I can't quite remember.
Might have been Foster. Might have been Foster.
Yeah, Ben Foster.
Well, he.
If there's any UK viewers watching, Bunnings is like B&Q, so it's like a big warehouse where you get like your tools and your stuff if you do trades and stuff. So
it must be hot there. It must be hot there. He's wearing a flannel polo.
They're saying it's going to get up to 37 degrees in some places, which in England will feel like 60 degrees. So it's insane. And there's going to be Everton. There's going to be a drinks break as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll see.
Just go and turn the heater up during the drinks break.
Everton have settled quite well now.
Yeah, they have.
Anyone see that ball back to Pickford?
Yeah. And he did the typical Pickford. He just thought, let's just smash it wherever I can. Yeah, no one's really... Villa looked good early on, and then Everton sort of settled back in, and no one's really got a real foot of the ball. That's a good ball through.
Here we go.
This would have been Leon Bailey if he was playing. Unfortunately, it's unfortunately it's not.
No, not corner. Looks like
corner. No corner.
It's only 8 minutes. Early days.
Many players play FPL, and some people track them religiously. Good to know. And,
I didn't even know that. I didn't know that. Villa win. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Villa do win.
Zirka Nabata. Let's go.
It's 65 degrees here as well, hot and dusty.
Look at Aston Road.
So yeah, thanks everyone who's tuned into the stream so far. If you haven't already, just give the stream a like, the channel a subscribe, and then follow each and every one of us. You've got Quinton, FPL_amateur_Oz on Twitter, at D10 Football on Instagram and Twitter as well. And Damo is at FPL West Ham on Twitter. And he's also on the FPL Amateurs of Oz pod. So give them a listen. Go check out their content. Go check out D10's content as well. Very, very good stuff. He could probably put on an Everton or a Villa shirt today, I think, in this game. And he'd probably stand out on the pitch. What do you reckon, Dan?
I'd try my best, mate.
You try.
It'd be one of the highlights of my life.
Maybe it'd be like sparks coming off him like Sonic the Hedgehog.
So Quentin's the only Twitter account where you have to actually think while you're typing in his handle.
It's a long handle. It's a long handle reading that one out. Comment from Big Win, no Bailey, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I feel the same. He's on my bench. Well, he's in my lineup. Sorry, I'm hoping he comes off the bench and just scores a goal or an assist or something.
Who have you got on your bench? If he doesn't,
I have got a Pereira from Fulham. So that's not a bad option to have.
That's a good one. Yeah. So you probably want him to stay off.
Unfortunately, you'd think at some point, given that what's it called? There's five subs. He's going to be coming on at some point.
You think so? It's a good point. It's actually a really good point. There's another 5 sub rule in the Premier League. So,
did anyone see Ellen DeGeneres is playing as the number 10 for Everton?
Yeah.
My days.
Oh man, that's one thing about I've got Matt Cash in my team. And obviously he didn't keep a clean sheet last week. He had some of those really big games last season where he was like, got like a 20-point haul or something against Leeds. It was ridiculous. But this is the game where I'm thinking, all right, can I get someone out of Cash? Because Everton don't have a recognised striker at the moment. Like Richarlison's obviously joined Spurs, who was their main man. Calvert-Lewin's injured again. And I'm surprised they haven't signed anyone. Have they got Rondon anymore? Have they still got Rondon?
I'm not sure.
I'll check.
Yeah, check. Have they been linked with any strikers? Like, what's the deal with that? Like, any Everton fans that are in the stream, let us know. Villa are on the attack. Watkins, nice little juggle. He's played it in.
Watkinho.
Bailey would have scored that.
Watkinho. Talking of Coutinho, where's he been? He's not really been on the ball too much yet.
He's right.
The ball's come through. It's Matt Cash. That's a penalty. Come on. Don't book him, ref. Go to VAR. Come on.
VAR?
That's got to be a pen.
And to answer your question, they do have.
That's a pen. That's a pen. He's pulling his shirt.
Thoughts?
No,
I think it's a pen.
As you let go, he went down, though.
That's a pen. His foot's in the box when he's still got hold of his shirt. That has to be a pen.
From that front angle, it doesn't look like it, but the other end, it's going to be a tough one.
I think they might give a free kick right on the line.
Yeah.
No, he's giving
nothing. They're giving nothing.
I think not. Yeah.
He waved him away.
He still pulled his shirt. What was it you said last week, Dan? You said a comment when there was some I think there was contact.
Yeah, any contact is contact. That's right.
It's contact, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like. I'll be honest with you, and it is obviously with the type of player that I am. If there is something like that, like pulling shirt or contact or anything like that, and you can visibly see it, especially that's what VAR is for. It should be called. Like, I don't understand where there's a grey area or where there's a moment where they're like, it's only a 20% shirt pull. He's only pulling the polyester, not all the cotton as well. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, that kind of stuff, you know? Like, you've either pulled the shirt or you haven't, you know? Yeah. It's a bit like what Ralph Ragnick said about pressing, you know, that famous pressing quote. Can you have a little bit of pressing? No. And then he said something else. So, what a Ralph.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think when you're playing and someone pulls your shirt, for me, that's one of the worst situations because you actually cannot move when someone's pulling your shirt unless they physically rip the shirt off you. And it's so frustrating. And the most frustrating thing as well about that was Matt Cash is in my FPL team and I would have got an assist.
Yeah.
Or a shot on goal and maybe something from Cash. So, yeah, I'm actually really annoyed with that one. And it didn't even go to VAR. But Rondon is on the bench. So Everton do have a recognised striker. I actually think
Well,
Rondon's a useful player.
Everton don't have. They actually have some talent on the bench. Like obviously they just signed Onana,
Do they?
who's they just signed Onana, and I think he's on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
He should feature at some point. They've got Dele Alli on the bench.
Yeah, Dele Alli.
Why aren't they playing him?
I think at centre forward he'd be better than Gordon.
He's a baller as well, and he's a baller, Dele Alli. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what happened because
he's fallen. No,
go on.
No, I was going to say he's fallen out of grace at Everton because he hasn't started too many games, has he?
Yeah, I know.
It's that Boohoo contract.
There was like 2 or 3 Boohoo man. It's Boohoo man.
Yeah.
It was 2 or 3 seasons ago where he was doing like Ronaldinho stuff, flicking the ball over players and volleying it. Like, there was just jokes goals he was scoring.
Yeah,
and
unbelievable.
It's not as if he doesn't have the ability, It has to be something to either do with attitude or environment, or environment, which is a shame.
It is a shame.
Yes.
I think it's a bit of attitude in there. Like I remember watching. I was lucky enough to watch Dele Alli at the old White Hart Lane, and it was the first time I'd ever seen Dele Alli in the flesh. All I'd seen was him on TV here in Australia, and I thought, all right, let's see how good this player is. And unreal. First touch was unreal. You could take it on the chest, like I'm straight down on his chest. Absolutely amazing player. So yeah, it is a shame. We've had a comment in the stream which sorry Matt.
Well,
we can't bring up, unfortunately.
Sky Sports studio.
Mate, I got a bit of pull around this
just
place,
with this
mate.
one. Yeah, there's a dog, so it was nice, light-hearted stuff. Waiting for the dog to feature on a stream. So yeah, I'm sure my dog and Q's dog will feature on a stream at some point. We did have another comment which was sort of talking about Rondon and Ali being washed players. Yeah, look, they probably are washed right now, but there's still time for them to come back. Dele Alli's only mid-20s, maybe not so much. Rondon is a lot older, so we will see.
And Rondon's got an infinity stone as well, so he'll be around for another 35 years or so.
Yeah, that's true. So what do you guys think of Gordon playing up front in great fixtures at only 5.5? Well, he's in my draft for FPL draft, so I've got a little bit of faith in him. But yeah,
not for me.
I'm staying away from Everton for now. They can't score goals.
I have PTSD from last season when I was on him for the whole 3 points over like 6 weeks that he scored.
See, I'd be more
the one goal he got, the deflection.
yeah.
I'd be more
against
interested,
United as well.
I was going to say I'd be more interested if Broja can sort of nail down a spot in that Chelsea lineup, or if he gets his sort of loan move out as an option at 5.5, because he can definitely score goals.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think Broja will or switch. I think Broja will get the move. I think Chelsea will get this Aubameyang deal maybe that they're talking about. I think he'll be a decent sort of placeholder for Chelsea for the season until they eventually sign someone else, because Werner didn't work out for him. So we'll see. So Villa are knocking it around a little bit better now. Still not getting Coutinho on the ball enough, and still haven't forced a save from Pickford. So, but yeah, you're right. The weather does look cracking down in old Birmingham today. I'm assuming they'll be doing their drinks break, because they were talking about drinks breaks halfway through the half of every game. So
what is it? A balmy 23 degrees at the moment, is it?
Apparently it's in the 30s today there.
Has anyone did anyone see that comment from Stephen? That's gold.
Everton Live turned up to offensive.
Yeah, it looks a bit like Chelsea's away kit. I don't know if anyone's seen maybe last season.
Instead of Pookie up front, it's Poopy.
Currently 29 degrees in Birmingham as we speak.
Yeah, that'll feel hot there. That will feel hot there.
Warm.
Yeah,
that is hot over there.
Is anyone else keen to captain Aubameyang for a -2 this season? Or just
That's your speciality.
I think it was funny because you did that, and then I think the week after I captained Antonio for a -2. So
Gotta keep it consistent.
Well, balls out wide to Matt Cash. Come on,
Yeah.
Cash. What can you do? Bit of a step over.
Oh,
Damn,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I do like that.
that. He's Polish now, isn't he, Matt Cash?
Yeah, he is. He's the Polish Cafu.
Yeah.
So what is he, Cachet?
Oh, wow.
Kashisk. What's all the
Hate the Cash, eh?
Kashowski?
The cashier. See,
Oh,
look
so
how
Newcastle's
deep.
for
Look how deep Coutinho has to go to get the ball.
Yeah. They just don't have that extra, or the person that can sort of break through, do they?
Yeah.
Well, then
like
again,
Well, they do. He's just on the bench, isn't he? Bailey?
So then again, Everton are playing 10 in defence at the moment. So
Yeah.
well,
They're just trying to smash and grab.
even Buendia or Douglas Luiz, those players
Yeah.
always fed Coutinho. They always play well together.
I think that's a great point about Douglas Luiz that you mentioned earlier, Dan. And it's like, what's he? I don't understand why he's not in this lineup. I do not understand it.
ooh,
If there's
what
any
a
Villa
touch.
fans watching the stream, if you could comment and just let us know a bit more
you know
about
what?
this
Do
Villa.
you know that annoys me? Ings just got fouled for that, but yet the shirt pull's not a pen.
It did look a bit.
that was soft.
Yeah.
See, that's consistency for me. That should be just a corner.
Yeah, but that's football, isn't it? That's why the grey area is so ridiculous, because a foul should be a foul anywhere, but because it's one's at one end and the other at the other end of the pitch, it's indifferent. I never understand that.
There was a question earlier about the Newcastle third kit. I actually don't mind it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I think it's blue, isn't it? I don't mind the colour.
No, I think it's. Is it white?
Didn't they have a green one?
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's-
Man United's tequila coloured strip.
No, it's white.
The
with
vomit
that-
strip.
Yeah. It's white with the green trim.
Yeah, I think it's nice. I like it.
Welcome to the stream FPL Sandwich Podcast. I'll give you guys a subscribe once we've done the stream, and thanks so much. I actually think I think I did see a bit of your guys' stream on Twitter, maybe, or I've seen you guys. I might have followed you on Twitter, so I've definitely seen the name. So I'll give you a subscribe after this.
Hey, Maddie, as if Renee's coming in here saying she loves a Crystal Palace kit. That's some blasphemy in your house.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why she's saying this. So
What?
hold on, we'll switch. We'll go to the predicting after. I'll bring this up, right? So I'll tell you why Renee's saying this. So we went to watch the Man United Crystal Palace game. So Man United played Crystal Palace
I was there. Yeah.
in Melbourne, here in Australia, and
It
we
is
went.
nice.
Dan was there as well, and yeah, she just said she liked. Oh, hold on, Everton are on the attack.
Or nah.
McNeil, he's overhit the ball. Stayed in. Damari Gray, that's gone. That's gone. That's
Mate,
gone.
I tell you what, if he, it's still in.
Ooh, corner to Everton.
Nah, corner.
And she said she liked the kit. And
Yeah.
then there was a team, I can't remember what league it was, that had the exact same kit as Crystal Palace the season before. It was the exact same. The only difference was the sponsor and the badge. And then we watched Palace versus. She saw some of the Palace Arsenal highlights last week, was on the TV, and she said, "Oh, I like that kit." And I was like, "Can't like the kit though, because it's the same kit as another team." And yeah, she seems to like the colours of the Palace kit, which is unfortunate in this household.
It's that, what is it? It's that maroon and blue, isn't it? It's the stripe.
Yeah, and it's like
because they're Macron now, I think, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, Macron, and it's it's all like kind of like a fuzzy kind of pattern. So Everton are pushing on now. They're getting the ball in the box. They're causing some problems. The ball's in. Another corner. Another corner.
Corner set up. I'm predicting 2-0. Predicting 2-0 to Villa for mine.
I was predicting 2-0 Villa, but I don't know. Maybe 1-1. I'd like. Yeah.
Everton are pressing. Everton are definitely pressing.
I'll go 1-0. I'll go 1-0 Villa.
1-0 Villa.
Renee, the squiggle. Yeah.
This is a threat with Tarkovsky, Connor Cody.
Oh,
there you go. Oh no, it's a Matt Cash own goal as well.
Gordon. No, I think
Gordon.
After I
hold on.
Oh no, it's been chalked off. Offside,
Oh,
offside.
Oh my god! I
Yeah.
literally was about to leave. I was about to leave the stream, turn off the camera.
It was
gone
that was
for the
a,
night.
that was a Matty
My
Cashone,
sickness has
wasn't
come
it?
back. It would have been a Matt Cashone goal. I was about to leave. I was sick again, lads. I can't come back on. But he's offside. He's offside.
No, he's offside. He's offside.
Or is he offside?
Well, they've chalked it off.
Nah,
Yeah, he's offside. He's miles offside.
Yeah.
Nah, he's onside. The water bottle
No.
and the goalkeepers kept him on.
He's on by an arm. But Matty Cash kicked that, not Gordon.
Yeah, but it hit Gordon first in the offside
Did it?
position. Yeah.
Actually,
Right.
do you know who he reminds me of? Do you know the caddy off Happy Gilmore? Where he grabs his clubs and then he goes and chokes him.
Oh,
He's
man.
like, "What are you doing, man?"
That's
What are they giving here? Are they giving
I think
offside?
I think that's a pretty tough call. That is a tough call for it to be offside.
Ah, it's the shirt pull. This could be a pen then. So
Oh,
I think
no,
they're
it's not
giving
a
the
pen, mate.
offside. I think they're giving the offside, but they might give a pen. So they might give a
For a
pen.
shirt pull. Or what about the one that Cash won?
The one before that he never gave. He's
this
giving it
is-
offside, and I'm a very, very lucky FPL manager right now. I'm very lucky. Oh,
Frank's
I was
not
about
happy.
to transfer cash out in rage.
Actually, I just realized they just showed Frank Lampard. He looked like he was in a Peter Alexander pajama.
Mitch knows what's going on, mate. He's watched some Happy Gilmore in his time.
Yes, the caddy. Drinks break, 25 minutes.
We've
This
got
is
our
like-
drinks break now, so we're
This
25
is
minutes
some,
in.
November
Let's,
November A-League kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
it's like in the A-League in Australia, you get these 40-degree games in like Western Australia. Dan would know, he's lived there as well. And like they do drinks breaks like 20 minutes in, and it's sweltering hot. They probably do them around the whole league anyway, but
But
That's
they
a
actually
harsh
need
offside,
them.
man. Yeah, they actually do need them. That's right. Yeah.
yeah, they do need them. To be fair, this is very hot for the UK though.
Yeah,
we'll
very
do the rounds. So we're 25 minutes in. Start with UQ, and then we'll go to Dan, and then we'll go to you, Damo. What are you thinking with the game so far? Anyone that's caught your eye?
I think Villa's looked better in attack, just their passing, but I still yet to see a bit of an end product, which, I reckon won't probably happen until about the 50th minute when Bailey comes off the bench. But I think they look a lot better, but still I think that they need to improve it because Everton show that they can get them on the counter. So they don't want to sort of, I guess, leave it to chance where Everton can score on the counter.
Oh, cool. And Dan, what are you thinking? How are you feeling about Coutinho?
I'm feeling good about Coutinho. I just want him to get the ball more, as we've already previously discussed. He's having to drop very deep in order to pick the ball up, and when he does, there's like 9 men behind the ball. I think Villa can work the ball into him. They need someone just to give him the ball when he's in between those lines. When he finds that little pocket of space. I think it's going to be 1-0 Villa, either Coutinho assist or goal. I'd like to see that. Still see Villa winning it. But Everton at the moment, there's Frank again in his pajama. That looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Everton at the moment are having some really good chances from these set pieces, throw-ins, corners. I think when they do get those set pieces, that is their opportunity to score because
Tarkovsky and Cody.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, they've got 9 behind the ball, so most of the other times it's Gordon versus the world up there. So which makes it tough, So I think Aston Villa almost have to slow it down, just keep the ball for a bit.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. And Damo, so play has restarted, by the way. But
yeah.
Damo, what are your thoughts on the?
No, I think eventually Villa wear them down, and Villa. I'm gonna go for my prediction of 2-0 still. But yeah, if Villa keep having these little lapses, it'll definitely make it interesting. But I think Villa, the class of some of the Villa players, I think they just won't say bully, but they'll eventually, if they get to 1, then I think more come.
I think it's a fair assessment. I think this is a big game for both managers. It's obviously the Stevie G v Lampard debate that we've had for most of our lives, and I think this is huge because if Gerrard doesn't win this, it's 2 defeats on the bounce at the start of the season, same as Lampard. So it's actually a big game for both these managers.
Well, they're both relatively big clubs too in the grand
massive clubs
in the grand scheme of things as well. They're relatively big clubs, and I know 100%. They haven't
the
really
historic clubs.
Yeah, historic. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going with. But so.
Coutinho's been booked, has he?
Just got a yellow card.
I think he has.
Fantastic news. Fantastic news.
Yeah, I agree, Damo. I think both these teams are historic clubs, and to start the season with a couple of defeats isn't good. And I think there will be pressure on both of these managers. Everton are on the attack. Good recovery, Matt Cash. Give me that BPS. Give me that bonus points. The turn. Oh,
very nice.
God, I'm loving him. I've gone from wanting to rage transfer him out to absolutely loving him. It was a good turn.
Looking like Iniesta.
Yeah, I think there could be huge pressure though for one of these managers. You know what? I look at it and I think when someone like Pochettino's available, and he's an upgrade for both of these teams from what he did at Spurs, what he did at Saints. Obviously, we'll forget the PSG stint, but he still managed big players, and I feel like he's an upgrade for both these clubs. And I can see. What are your boys' thoughts? Who do you think is going to be the first manager to get sacked this season? I do feel like it could be someone from one of these two teams. It might sound a bit mad, but I don't know.
I reckon Southampton's boss could be sacked if they're halfway through the season with one win and conceded about 40 goals. I could actually see him possibly getting the sack.
Ralph,
yeah.
Maybe Dan.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I don't really spend too much time thinking about these kinds of things. Maybe, I don't know, Nottingham. Nah, not Nottingham Forest manager. Nah. Surely not, because they've just come up. Yeah, look, I would say there has to be one of these two, Aston Villa or Everton, especially with the chat about Aston Villa, given the run at the end of last season.
See, I actually do think potentially someone like the Nottingham Forest Steve Cooper could get sacked. They've brought in a number of players, and if those players don't gel,
here we go. We've got Watkins going into the box.
Danny Ings is 1-0 to Aston Villa. We've got the old Watkins and Danny Ings partnership, which we've seen before when Villa have played these two up front. There've been FPL points galore, and Watkins has always been a good pick.
That's a very nice goal.
And there's been a combination between the two.
That's a great finish.
Everton clean sheets gone. And great finish on the turn. Great take by Watkins. Well-timed pass. Brilliant. There you go. It's another one of those. If, say, a Gabriel Jesus doesn't score for Arsenal, you got these two strikers. Both of them are cheaper. Both of them, are looking sharp. And, they get FPL points. 1-0 Aston Villa, half an hour played. What a finish that is by Danny Ings has actually always been one of my favourite strikers, but one of my favourite FPL strikers. And Dan will remember last year as well. I think we both had him at the start of the season on a run, and he was scoring for fun for Villa. He's so good. He's so two-footed as well, Danny Ings. So two-footed because he's not even left-footed. And do
you remember the scissor kick? Was it the scissor kick? Was it on debut?
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, or home debut. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the one.
Well,
God, how much is Danny Ings? Is he 7.5?
I think he's 7.0.
Yeah, I think he's 7.
He's 7 because he's cheaper than Wilson.
Why Southampton got rid of Ings is beyond me, though.
Yeah, man, I think it was age. He's had a lot of injuries. And it kind of went under the radar, that move.
Because I was going to say, he was decent for them. It was very decent for them.
Villa pay big wages. Villa pay big club. They pay big money compared to Southampton.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
They're a bigger club. And I think it was kind of a case of Southampton couldn't do much about it. And then they got Adam Armstrong in and they had Che Adams. And, they probably thought, let's go this direction. Because Ings is injury prone and he's getting older. I think he's in his early 30s now. But... yeah, from an FPL point of view, I think a lot of us on this stream and a lot of the people watching probably don't have Ings because we didn't think he was going to start games. We weren't sure because Gerrard changes his team so much. Whereas when they had the previous manager, I forgot his name now, the one that manages Norwich, that got them promoted. I can't believe I forgot his name. But when they had him in charge, he'd always play Ings and Watkins together. Ings, I'm thinking, this is the thing with Villa. They always have good fixtures at the start, and then their fixtures get difficult again. So if you look at their fixtures now, they've got Palace next, your team, Damo, West Ham, and then they've got Arsenal, Man City, but then Leicester, Saints. Yeah, there are some good fixtures. Yeah,
Um,
interesting one.
a good friend of mine, David, is trying to do some scouting for our tipping comp. So he's asked what margin I had. So went Villa by 1 goal, mate. So yeah, keep enjoying watching me at the top of the table, mate. 'Cause it's going to be the same thing after week 2.
Top of the league. Dean
Yeah,
Smith.
mate.
There we go. Dean Smith. That's the one. Ex-Brentford. I think he's still at Norwich now. I'm pretty sure he's still at Norwich. I've seen there is a comment about the Arsenal all or nothing. I'll bring it up, even though this is a Villa Everton stream. Not sure if anyone's been watching the Arsenal all or nothing. I honestly got a sweat for Arteta after that, and the way he catches his players in the connection. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of it. Obviously, I've not got a huge interest in it being a Spurs fan, but I watched a little bit of it the other day, and yeah, it was quite good. It was quite good, but I still think Arteta should have done better last season with the top 4. But I'm not sure if anyone else is watching it. Dan or Q or Damo, are you watching that on Amazon or?
Not at the moment. Not at the
No,
moment. I do have to give it a watch.
Yeah,
I'm
they're not bad.
too
Those all or
stingy
nothing.
to sign up for Amazon, so I haven't watched it yet.
Everton are on the attack. McNeil offside. Too stingy, so Q.
Had to be. It was miles. It was miles
Yeah,
away.
it was miles off.
Is Amazon free or is it a subscription service?
Nah, it's subscription. Subscription.
You got to pay.
But it's not expensive. It's about $7.
It is
$7
when
a
you
month.
have about 15 subscriptions like myself. I'm like got subscriptions to the Iranian Premier League, mate.
It was woeful last season. You had to have, like, if you want to watch all the leagues, you had to have Bein, Stan, Optus, KO. Like, it was just Paramount 10. It was just unbelievable how many streaming services now you have to be subscribed to in order to watch the football.
That's everything. Unless you get one of those boxes off the get those boxes off those people and they have every single channel all streamed and then
they're not as good as you think they are.
Nah, and then the connection drops like 3 or 4 years in and someone knocks at your door and you're getting taken away. So. Need one all or nothing for SpongeBob Tuchel Square Head. Yeah, probably shouldn't bring that one up. Yeah, don't.
I didn't read the last half. I just read the first half.
Fair
comment. I've heard some stuff about Chelsea fans.
Coutinho. Coutinho with a little nutmeg. You should get a little beat.
How good does McGinn look as an eye test? And you go, oh, maybe I should get him in FPL. Then you realise that he's just 2 points every week, and then occasionally bangs.
He takes the corners, McGinn.
Yeah.
You think he actually looks good on the eye test?
No, there's weeks where he just looks incredible, and then the next week he just goes back to his 2 points.
He does. He can have his moments, but I don't know. In this game, I think actually you don't know his role, do you? We don't know his roles or what he's told to do. But there's times where he could be giving the ball to players in forward positions, and he just hasn't done it. Namely, Coutinho.
Mitch is 100% correct
right.
in terms. Yeah, but especially with the 3 p.m s, that they're not even on TV. So
it's the price over there as well.
And it's ridiculously priced. Yeah,
but the reason they do that, with the 3 o'clock kickoffs, is to get to the games and it's to keep the lower leagues alive and the football pyramid. And I agree with that. And to be honest, not many games are 3 o'clock kickoffs now. Anyway, they're all so many different times, and I kind of miss that. And I think. I think it's good to have 3 o'clock games, and I understand why they're not on. And we get them as a global audience because we're not able to be in the UK and go and support these clubs live at the stadium. So, but yeah, he's right. The their prices are absolutely ridiculous. So we do have it pretty good here in Australia.
They actually have to pay. I'm pretty sure in England you have to pay a TV license. Is that right?
Yeah, you got to pay to even watch TV.
They come and knock on your door. Because I had a cousin of mine that lived in Scotland, and he was telling me about it. Got to pay a licensing subscription to BBC. It's not cheap either. I think it's about 130, 140 pounds a year.
Yeah, it's a rip-off. It's an absolute rip-off. It's a
That's
good
a
ball.
lot.
Oh, Ollie
Great
Watkins.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, Watkins. He's
I had
actually,
Watkins in my
you
team
know
last
what?
season.
Yes, we did, didn't we? We had for a
Mm.
while. Watkins is one of those. People will get him in after this game, and then he's going to go for 7 games blank. He looked really good for a second.
Where do you think Bailey's going to slot in if he does come off the bench? Do you think that they will put him up front, or do you think they'll change sort of the formation there and play him as sort of like a 2-man midfield behind of Coutinho?
I reckon they'll bring him into this 3, and maybe it will be where. Well, then again, according to FootMob, this is now a 4-3-1-2, where initially it looked like a 4-3-3. So maybe they'll. Yeah, it's a good point. Maybe they'll take Coutinho off because Coutinho is on a booking.
I think they'll change it. I think they'll change the formation.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
possibly.
I thought Bailey looked a lot better playing as like a wide player in like an attacking midfield position. I don't think he's a striker.
No, Bailey is naturally a left winger.
Yeah,
I think they moved Watkins to the wing, Ings up front, and then Bailey left wing.
Yeah, because preseason he was playing on the wing and he just looked really good. So that's what annoys me is you see all these good signs from Bailey playing in the position, and then week 1 they put him up front as a second striker.
That's what I said. I say Q preseason. You can't rely on
Mate.
it. You cannot rely on it.
Man, I watched too much preseason game. I was
gonna
like
say,
in a.
Don't say that to Q. He spent half his life on the preseason.
Mate, I woke up and thought I was in Maze Runner, mate. That's how much preseason I was watching.
Maze Runner.
Yeah, Q loves. That was big for Man United preseason. You won
Mate,
games.
we'd already won the league twice.
The Bangkok Cup.
Mate, and the Hyundai Gets Cup as well, mate. Don't forget that.
And
Is that what it was called?
No, I
For
don't
the
know.
Australia thing. Oh, I thought you had it up.
Thinking of the most embarrassing car to own, and it was a Hyundai Gets.
No, the one for Australia was just called the Manchester United Tour 2022.
Yeah, that's right.
At least the trophy wasn't a toilet seat.
Yeah, true. That's what the A-League trophy is.
That's what they call it.
Didn't they play? They played 2 games and averaged 140k fans.
Yeah,
pretty good. Pretty good.
Scene,
That's why we're the biggest club in the world, mate. We might be a dog's breakfast, but we're still getting fans.
Yeah,
we love to get their hands on any trophy, even the Bangkok Cup. I tell you what, right to this comment, I'll tell you what, we won the Audi Cup, and I'll tell you one thing about the Audi Cup is we beat Bayern Munich and we beat Real Madrid, so it's probably harder to win the Audi Cup than what it is to win the Premier League on that assumption. But that's just my opinion.
When he said the Audi Cup, I was thinking of Audi, like the supermarket with the savings prices are down.
Well, lucky that European what is it called, the breakaway comp
Super League
didn't happen because Spurs would have been ranked 6th of 6 every year, wouldn't they?
Yeah. At least we'd have been in it, mate. At least we would have been in it.
West Ham would have been massive, finishing second behind Notts Forest.
Yeah, that's true.
I was about to say that should be a card. I just saw the foul.
Yeah, it should be a card.
Yeah.
Davies for Everton. God, I forgot he even played for him. Obviously, he's from their academy. That's a foul. That is a yellow card.
Where is Davies' hairnet, mate?
He's got some of these Everton players have got some random fashion. There's him. There's Calvert-Lewin. Gordon.
He always looks like he's got a hairnet on. He's working at Subway.
Yeah,
Footlong, mate, or are you on a 6-inch?
Yeah, he's like, you go to the butchers and he's just with his hairnet or the fish and chip shop. So what? 2 minutes until half time.
Mate, Audi is a great store, mate. There's stuff you never knew you needed there every time you go in.
Oh yeah.
Audi.
Nothing wrong with a bit of Audi.
I love how they've got those they're not called Cocoa Pops. They're like Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, it's like the Pro Evo of supermarkets, where it's actually probably deep down it's better. Like Pez, the gameplay was always better, right? but the players had just had random names. I think we were talking about this last week with someone else, how Pez had the random names and
like
stuff. And
Given
yeah.
Serrard or someone like that.
Yeah.
Kevin Serrard, yeah.
Got us all Villa now. All Villa on the ball.
Yeah.
Everton's still got everyone behind it.
Everton's like after that goal, it's just completely lost all momentum, haven't they?
Yeah.
Which is what I thought would actually happen. I thought the first goal will go in, and then they'll eventually get second.
The
Lampard's
best way
just
back
like,
into this game is a corner, set piece.
yeah. Well, Lampard's just like, you can score one goal, but you're not going to score a second, so we'll just play defending the rest of the game.
Yeah.
That's so true. Forward goes McKinn. So yeah, Matt Cash, he's looked good. He's not got as far other than that one or two times he's got forward. He's put a couple of balls in, and he had that one time where I still feel it could have been a pen, but I would like him to get forward a little bit more. Is there any other players that you're looking at owning in your teams? Digne? Did Digne? Anyone think about Digne?
Is his days numbered with Ludwig Augustin?
I don't know. I feel like Digne is probably still their
See,
strongest fullback.
I prefer Cash over Digne.
Yeah.
And
As a player?
Cash, yeah, as a player, yeah. Even if it's an FPL asset.
Oh, as an FPL asset.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, obviously I got Cash, and the main reason I did Cash over Digne was just because Cash seems to just score rockets. But Digne, hold on, Everton are on the break. Digne does have set pieces in his locker. Digne does have set pieces in his locker.
Yeah, they do.
That's the difference.
I think
that's a good touch from Iwobi. Yeah, Everton. This is a big moment for Everton now. Iwobi.
3 minutes.
What's he going to do? That's a good cleared.
Corner.
This is a big chance for Everton with 3 minutes of stoppage time. 46th minute. That's another corner for Everton, and they've looked shaky, Villa, from these corners.
Oh mate, it was unlucky there. He just didn't expect the ball to come over, did he?
A good friend of mine, David, mate. That's a funny comment. That's so true.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Their plan is literally just everyone behind the ball. Let's try and Tarkowski header, Cody header. It wouldn't put it past me if Everton do score. It's a Tarkowski header.
Low one.
I think he might be ahead of us.
Oh, mate. Tom Davis.
You're back at it. Well, Davis. I think you boys are ahead of me now on the stream. I don't know how that's happened.
Yeah, I'm at 27, 28 seconds.
I'm on 46, 33, 34. 35.
Have they given a pen? I've had to move forward again. Have they given a pen? Yeah, I think they're going to give a penalty to Villa. Or am I seeing this?
You mean to Everton?
Oh, sorry, to Everton, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pen.
Oh, yeah, that is a pen. It's got to be.
I'll tell you what.
Oh, you gave him a flying chop. Here, flying chop.
Is he going to the screen? What's he doing?
No.
It's hard because is he giving nothing?
No, giving nothing. Hey, this, mate. Anyone seen that series on Netflix called The English Game? This guy.
Yeah, the old FA Cup one.
He's exactly like the referee out of that. He's just he's just come from a rugby match on the ref. This one.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
See, it boggles my mind how a player like Onana would sign for Everton. Like, obviously, I'm a bit hurt that he didn't sign for us. Given, like, you look at Everton and you look at us, like, we're, obviously trying to push for that sort of top 6 position. Everton probably not.
Hold on, Villa are in. The ball's come across. Oh, goal kick. Sorry, Villa nearly scored. What was that? Sorry, Damo.
I was going to say, I must be way behind you now.
We're way behind. Yeah,
we're ahead.
I'm way behind.
So where was Onana from Everton? Where did they sign him from? Sorry.
Geez, I'm gonna have to look it up. But I know we were in for him. We were in for him quite hard, and then he ended up signing for Everton.
So many things come into it, right? And it could have even been something as simple as he wanted to play for Lampard. Players have preferences, salaries, locations. there's always the pull of West Ham with London, and that's always a big pull for players
Yeah.
to be centralised in London. But he might have wanted to play for Lampard, and the conditions might have been better.
Came from Hoffenheim.
Okay. Yeah, maybe less competition for midfield. I guess if he's that holding defensive player.
Oh no, sorry, not
he,
Hoffenheim. Sorry, apologise, Lille.
Oh, Lille.
Yeah, Lille. Sorry, Lille.
Lille. Yeah. Because if he's a holding midfielder, he's not going to get in first at West Ham ahead of, say, a Declan Rice.
No, he's not going to. He's not going to be the first. First thing. You're right, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit more biased when it comes to it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Well, we're half time now. It's Aston Villa 1, Everton 0. Really good goal from Danny Ings, assisted by Watkins. None of us own those players, so it doesn't really affect us too much. None of us own Everton players defensively, so it doesn't affect us there. I'm a Matt Cash owner. Somehow my clean sheet survives because Everton probably should have had a pen. Matt Cash did score an own goal, but it was disallowed for offside. So I'm hanging on. Bailey still hasn't come off the bench. So what were your thoughts on the first half, guys?
Well, for mine, I think obviously in terms of the Villa defence, I think the Villa defence is looking real shaky, especially on that sort of set plays. I think if Everton are going to score a goal, it's going to be on one of those set plays. They're looking real shaky in defence.
Yeah, Tarkowski and has always been a big set piece threat down the years when he was at Burnley, and he looks like he's going to be the same for Everton. That's probably their best route to goal. So, no, I agree with you there.
Yeah, no, I think Villa, as I said, were looking better in attack. Towards the end of that half, they looked, better passing, but I still I'm not seeing enough at the moment from Villa that's going to say that they can, take this game out, because I could actually see Everton on the break still just maybe nabbing a goal. So I'm just hoping they come out the second half, possibly make some changes, bring on Bailey and, continue to attack Everton and get another goal, because I think they're going to need 2 goals to win this game.
No, I agree. What are your thoughts, Dan? Obviously, you're a Coutinho owner. You're a avid Coutinho fan. You've met Coutinho before, which is a really, really interesting story. I'm not sure if you want to explain that to our viewers. There's a really good picture of yourself on it's on your Instagram as well. You and Coutinho, you did meet him
way down in 2017. Yeah, I was very lucky. Did a Nike tournament. Brazil and Argentina were in Melbourne to play at the MCG, and part of the Nike tournament, just before the finals, they actually brought out Coutinho, Fernandinho, Alexandro, and Douglas Costa.
Yeah,
so
right.
We got to meet the 4 Brazilians. We had photos with them, which was really nice. Even just for a minute or so. So yeah, something cool. And my thoughts on the game. It's just died off a bit, hasn't it? Since that goal, it's just really died off. Like, all the sting's been taken out of the game. Obviously, Everton with 1 or 2 chances, Aston Villa with most of the ball. But I think Aston Villa are really struggling to bring their forward players into the game. And not so much their own doing, but it's just a result of Everton having 9 players plus some subs and a few fans in the defensive half, there's just so many people back, and it's very, very compact. Yet Danny Ings has still managed to score. So great goal. Actually, I think it was Matt Cowley who said he's always good at those swivel goals. It was a very Danny Ings-esque goal,
It was.
But let's hope that second half holds a bit more. They can go and have some Lucozade gels or whatever it is they need for the heat right now. And bit of energy for the second half, and some FPL points. That'd be nice, because at the moment I just checked my team and Coutinho's on a nice 0, an absolute 0. So yeah, not mad about that at all.
Mate, do you know what? Sorry.
No, I was going to say the only bonus is that I've rolled the transfer this week. So I think Coutinho could be the first. As much as I love Coutinho, it could be the first one out
on the chopping block.
I was just thinking the UK people might not be accustomed to some squencher. Helps you battle the heat, gets the hydration going.
Wench.
Mate, it's
I don't know what it is.
Oh, really? Oh, maybe it's just like a mining thing instead of like a flavored type cordial powder, and it's got hydrolytes in it, and you add it to water, and it hydrates you.
Damo, any
So-
ideas?
No ideas. I think that's just a Marwell's book thing.
Yeah, definitely. And back in civilization, we have Gatorade.
Yes,
For all
we
those
have
playing at
Gatorade
home.
or Powerade.
Yeah.
So for the viewers,
those
Quentin
on a
lives
bike
in.
share.
Oh, sorry,
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 go on,
Dan.
go
I
on.
was going to say Quentin lives. Where is it you live again? Muswell Brook.
Musselbrook, yeah.
So
Which
country
is
New
in-
South Wales.
Yeah, so it's a few hours away from Sydney. How far from Sydney is it?
It's about 2 hours 20 in the trenches, mate.
Yeah, so a few hours away. Whereas me, Dan, and Damo are all currently living in Melbourne, which is in Victoria, a different state. So yeah, Q basically
Different
lives.
part of the world, mate.
Yeah, Q basically lives in isolation
Yeah.
somewhere. So whatever he does and the stuff he gets up to, it's we have no idea what he's talking about half the time. But
So to give the UK people a bit of an insight. So for us to actually get to where Q lives, probably take about 8-9 hours. Driving 8-9 hours. So
Yeah.
uh,
8-9 hours, and then another 4 hours by camelback.
Now, just to answer, I saw a comment from Steve just pop up about who would you rather walk around Bunnings with, Frankie Lampard or Moyes? Kind of explains Onana's decision. Just to add to that, though, you're right. But then, if you have a look at Everton and West Ham themselves, it's sort of like driving a Datsun compared to driving a BMW. So, I'd rather be sitting in a BMW with Moyes than sitting in a Datsun with.
no one likes BMW drivers. No one likes BMW drivers, damn it. That's the problem. Yeah, it's not wrong. It's very easy to get to Tasmania for us.
Yeah.
Don't they
in
have
Melbourne,
like 6 heads in Tasmania, or is that a myth? Urban legend?
I didn't know people lived in Tasmania. But yeah,
thought it
lovely
was just-
place. I just thought it was there was no one there when I went there.
I thought it was like the offcuts with meat, where you cut bits off and it just kind of sits there. Doesn't really do much.
Dan, sorry, you were going to add something earlier about the actual game that we're doing on this watch along. So what were you going to add?
No, I was going to talk more about the Gatorade, but that's all right.
Oh, okay.
No, nothing else to add really.
Tell you what, we'll go through the bonus points then. At the moment,
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
We've got.
Let's be honest. This is actually a very, very difficult game to watch at the moment.
It's dull. It's a dull game. Because last week we had Fulham Liverpool, which was a cracking game, and it wasn't just about the goal. It's not always about the goals. It's just this is just one team sitting back,
style of play too,
parking the bus. So Aston Villa 1, Everton 0. Danny Ings with a goal, Watkins with the assist, yellow cards for Coutinho and Davies for Everton. So currently we've got Ings on 3 bonus points, and Dan owns Coutinho, so he's not happy. Ings is on 3 bonus points. Watkins sitting on the 2, and the man who's returned to the lineup, Tyrone Mings, is sharing a bonus point with Kamara at the moment. So yeah, we'll see if that changes in the second half. But yeah, I think that's probably fair at the moment. Yeah, let's hope we get a better second half. Let's hope we get a better second half, because that was tough to watch.
Or which midnight kickoff? Man City match. Mahrez
Yeah, you'd
for a
have
hat
to
trick.
say Man City.
Big
I
Mahrez
would
hat trick.
say there's a lot on that game because of the
Well, especially for mine. Obviously, I'm Haaland less, so I coming out of that game, should Haaland either blank or be subbed early, I'd be over the moon, because probably means I move up in the ranks about 100k. So
I actually think Arsenal Leicester is going to be a great game.
I was going to say that's the best game on. That's the best game on in terms of the two teams.
In competitiveness,
yeah, and Leicester like to attack every game they play as well. Not kind of like.
Leicester look really good last week.
They did for the first sort of 70 minutes. They looked brilliant. So I think that's probably the best game. to watch in terms of the two teams. And then Saints Leeds, I think, will be a good game. I actually think that'll be quite a good game. Be open.
Do we think Zinchenko either loses his spot or pushes up into the midfield?
I don't think he'll lose his spot. There's been rumours this week that Kieran Tierney's linked with Man City. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so because they need another fullback. Yeah, well, City they're light on and FPL eyes. If he's still watching, he'll throw in, which I think he is actually. They've got no fullbacks. Walker, Cancelo. That's it.
Yeah,
you can't have two. You can't have two wing backs when you're playing 70 matches and a World Cup. It's just not possible because they've sold Zinchenko and they sold. Who else were they? Because last year Walker wasn't playing every week, or was it Stones would maybe go there? I'm not sure. Or they play Cancelo on there, and then they had options, but they've lost options. City have lost options.
I think they've just bought Sergio Gomez. Yeah, exactly.
Gomez is coming in. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right. He's
Gomez is coming. That's it.
Yeah,
Guzman and Gomez, great player.
Yeah, there we go. Sergio, just bought a new left back. So yeah, they're light on in a few positions. I was surprised because they've obviously let Jesus go. They've let Sterling go. Fernandinho's gone. So it's not like it's interesting. There's some depth gone. And they're good players that have gone.
Mate, we'll give him one Bissaka for free.
Oh, Bissaka. Did he play last week?
No. It's Dello and I think Dello and Shaw are going to start tonight, I think, from what I've seen.
I've got Dallo on my bench.
You got Dallo?
My first
I've got no United players.
I like him. I like Dallo. I like Sancho as well. I think they're going to come good. I keep telling everyone Manchester United's going to come good. I believe it. I just can't see how a team played that well in pre-season and with that style of football as well that Ten Hag has. The interesting thing was last week they didn't play that style of football. Like they spent the whole pre-season trying to keep possession and get overloads on the sides in order to get the ball into the box, and they just didn't do it. I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me.
That whole second half when Eriksen come on, I thought they played heaps better. So I'm hoping that he starts because I think Sancho and Rashford are going to benefit heaps, and even Ronaldo from how he looked in that second half.
He's just creative. Eriksen's just creative. He gets on the ball. He's a bit like Coutinho is for Aston Villa in this game. Like he'll come deep to get it if he's not getting it in between the lines, and if he is, then he'll hang around there and find the ball in pockets. He also nearly created a goal as well. There was a really nice ball he put to the back post. I can't remember who was there. It was Elanga or Rashford, or Rashford should have scored as well. He had the ball right in front of goal. I don't know if it was an amazing save or a poor finish. It was on target, but it's another chance that could have just made a big difference. I still think Manchester United will turn it around. Interestingly, last year they started guns blazing, and everyone thought it was going to be unbelievable. Especially with all this and all that carry on. Like 3 weeks in, it just all went Ronaldo mad, and then it kind of just went downhill from there. People forgetting that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer finished second the season before last.
Yeah, I think for Man United, like they can't get any worse than last season. Like it was poor for most. It was a poor season, other than the start that Dan mentioned. I'm thinking, anything surely can be better than last year. So I think they will improve. But we'll see. I think this Ronaldo situation it's got to get resolved because that's going to hold them back whilst that's continuing to go on. It will hold them back. Even if he plays tonight, scores a goal, it's still holding them back. I don't.
Does he leave? Does he leave though? Does he leave or does it get resolved?
It won't get resolved. I think he'll leave eventually. I think possibly maybe January. I reckon he might stay till January, and then if he's in form, he'll get picked up by a team that's looking at probably making the knockout stages of the Champions League.
See, just to sort of think though, 12 months ago we were sitting here going Ronaldo signing for Man City, just for at the 11th hour for Sir Alex Ferguson picking up the phone going, "What are you doing? Come home." Yet we're sitting here now 12 months on going, there may be a Manchester United without Ronaldo. So I just wonder 12 months ago, if he did sign for City, where his head would be at the moment.
He'd want to stay there. I think he'd want to stay there. He wants to be in the Champions League. Wants to play
Quickly,
in
as
the
soon
Champions
as
League.
they get to the center circle, everyone pause your broadcast, and then we'll
Alright.
start it.
All right. He's
So the comment from Eyes, I wanted to say, what about? Yeah, this is true, but I was also looking. What about losing Sterling, Fernandinho, and the like? You know, I still feel like you've lost some quality. Whether or not like Haaland is obviously unbelievable, but yeah, I'd like to get your thoughts on Phillips.
we're
On Phillips, I
pausing
just
now?
feel like there's been some quality that's been lost, but yeah,
Yeah,
City are
pause
gonna
it
be
when you
quality
get to the center
regardless.
circle and they're about to kick off.
Oh, we're
I'll
about the
pause.
kickoff.
I'll pause it.
Nah, we'll pause. I reckon pause at we'll pause at a certain time because everyone has got different
Yeah, it's
different
hard to
bits.
pick
So
up,
just
isn't
let
it?
it play, and then what I'll do. There's an early the game's kicked back off, and there's been an early free kick for Villa. And then what we'll do, everyone watching, and then obviously all of us on the stream, we will pause. So we're going to pause at 45:30.
45,
Okay,
30.
when we see it. When we see it.
All right, I'm on pause.
I'm not there yet. I'm only on 24, 25.
Yeah, I'm getting there slowly. 45:30, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm paused.
Pause. Damo, pause.
Yeah.
Dan?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
31, 32, 33, 34.
All right.
Yeah, we're good.
So everyone's watching. If we're now on 45, 40, 41, 42, 43.
Yep.
So if you want
That's
to,
all right.
if you want to do the same, then we'll go from there.
FPLIs honestly think Sterling had run his race for City, a quality player. Don't get me wrong.
that's
It's
fair.
not Pepper taking him. Yeah, maybe,
That's
maybe.
fair. He did
I
say in
think-
his interview as well that he wanted to start playing regular football, and like at City, the reality is you're going to be constantly rotated in that
So
squad.
much rotation.
Go back to London. Chelsea's still going to be in the Champions League most seasons, so
Yeah, and he's going to play all the time. He'll probably be one of their feature players, one of their main guys.
and he might win the Champions League there as well.
It's the biggest pain with Manchester City that they like this rotation business they have.
Yeah,
because I think it's
for a Mahrez fan.
No, but I think it's the rotation you have when you don't really have one. Like I think because of the type of football they play, they get away with it. But it's not as if you've got like some of the players that he decides to rest. Like, for instance, in my opinion, Mahrez is the standout at Manchester City, and he hardly plays. Like, he just plays all the important ones.
You know what?
Yeah,
it's easy to notice when you play FPL.
Yeah,
it's
of course.
Easy to notice, right?
Of course. Otherwise, you wouldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I agree.
You just see who's in the lineups. You see who gets on the pitch. When you are playing FPL.
And it's frustrating when you want Mahrez in your team, you want him to play, and then
I just had to grab my Milo here. His FPLIs. Do you reckon he's coming on loan? Oh man, that's way too hot. Can't drink that yet. That's a spicy transfer. That one.
But see, the unfortunate thing is
Everton ball in the box, cleared from Cash.
No, clear.
Bit of pressure from Everton.
I have got Mahrez. Steve McDonald, I have got Mahrez, mate, and tonight is the night for some razzle. Definitely.
Hold on, Villa are in.
Oh, there we go.
Of course.
Watkins. God, that's an awful ball.
Oh,
that's a bad ball.
Mate, if that's Bailey, that's straight on Ings' head and it's in the goal.
Get Bailey on. Tell you what, the game looks to have opened up a little bit in the second half. Good tackle.
Yeah, because it looks like Everton don't have a midfield. What is going on? Why is it still in there?
All right, Damo, go.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the unfortunate thing is, though, with Mahrez, if he plays in any other team, he starts every week.
Yeah, and he's
any other team.
He's probably a 14. He's probably a 14.0 asset as well.
No.
He was brilliant at
Leicester.
Leicester.
He's quality. He's an absolute quality player.
Brilliant player.
He's brilliant.
That's sometimes.
Here we go. Oh, what a turn!
Oh, that's a good
foul. That's a foul. See, I didn't think that was a foul.
Yeah,
was that?
He's got a book in as well.
It's a big foul. He was away from him. That's a huge foul.
I'm gonna have to see the replay, but at first
You're gonna have to see the replay of this.
Was that?
Yeah,
I
I thought it took the ball.
I did not think it was a foul.
Watch him turn him. Oh,
Yeah, he
he's
turns
gone.
him.
I got
He
to
gets
see
the
the
ball.
No,
Yeah,
he
I think
grabbed
that's
him
fine. I
first.
think
He
that's
gets
fine.
the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
from
he
that
grabbed him
angle, that's
first.
That
fine.
was fine.
Grabbed
That
him
was
first.
fine. That was not a foul.
He wrapped his
Mate,
arm around him.
was that Connor Cody? What a
Okay,
bunch of
so saying
razzle.
there's a pull on his shirt, so I think that's fair. But then yeah, look, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what a foul is these days. It's
Does
hard.
anyone think Denny Ings looks like one of the tough characters off Peaky Blinders?
Yeah, he does actually. Or Everton
Just needs the
freak.
suspenders and the cigar.
He does, and this is in Birmingham. Tell you what, Everton are pushing now. They'll take the corner. They want the corner, don't they? They want the corner.
They're not going to get it.
Not getting it there.
Is that Gordon who just won the ball there? Cross comes in.
Oh,
It's still in,
Tarkovsky's
though.
won the header. Oh,
Jeez.
McNeil signed from Burnley. I think to be honest, I think that's not a bad signing. English. Everyone talks about transfer fees these days, but 20, 30 millions. What's that these days? So eyes. I need to speak to D10. What was he said? Or?
Frazzles. Yeah.
Oh, Frazzle's great. Yeah, he's probably not wrong. Frazzle's a great crisp though.
That's fantastic. We've actually been looking for a word that is the opposite of Razzler. So
Frazzler.
That's fantastic. We started thinking, maybe it's like a fizz. Like, when for instance, a soft drink, you've had a few sips and it starts to go low on fizz and it just starts to taste like dirty water.
Oh,
So
Everton. Hold on. Oh, sorry, carry on.
Nah.
And you could call it a fizz, but a frazzle. That's
See, I prefer the word hoofter.
What?
What?
Hoofing the ball, a hoofter.
Hoofing.
Watkins on the break.
Hoof.
Yeah, Villarreal.
Yeah.
Watkins again. God, he's so lively.
Watkins, yeah.
That's a foul.
Oh, Watkins!
Oh, referee.
That's surely a foul.
No. How is that not a free kick? But then
Because
someone gets like
The game's definitely opened up a notch now.
Yeah, because
Everton
the
are
game's
actually
being
going for it a
played.
bit now.
The game's being played 4v4 and 4v4 like this
Yeah,
on both ends.
Look at the hair on that fella.
How is this not a free kick?
Could have broken his bloody leg.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's these refs.
well, this is where Everton are the most threatening. Corners, set pieces. This is what they want. Straight onto Tarkovsky's
exactly what
head.
they want.
Frazzler.
What happened to that corner?
Mate, we're on track to have our own Premier League show, and we're going to be using the terminology frazzlers, razzlers,
dazzlers.
Yeah, it's actually that is the hierarchy there, or the hierarchy or the paradigm. Starts with a intergalactic razzle, right? These are travel razzles.
Hold on. Shot. Another
someone
block.
on-
Tell you what, Everton, Villa are defending for their lives from these corners.
Who
Is
played
it
that?
just me, or does Gray kind of excite a little bit at times, but just has no finished product?
Yeah, I don't mind him. I remember that goal last season.
Damari's very good player.
That was unreal.
Damari Gray is an excellent player. When he gets the opportunity to run at players, he's very dangerous.
Here he goes now. He's running against my boy Cash. And here he goes. It's great. Oh, that's a good save from Martinez.
Oh, it's a very nice save.
It was nearly the curse of the commentator, Q. That was nearly the curse of the commentator, mate.
He heard you about to say something about him, mate.
I'm going to start cursing Gerrard out so he puts Bailey on.
He's not wrong.
We don't even want Bailey on the field. We don't want him on.
It's in the new Burnley.
He's not right. There's a few Burnley players out there. You've got McNeil, Tarkovsky. So
all Everton need to do now then is sign like a really big, actually, you know who they need? They need to sign Luke de Jong, and then him be like 5.5 million, and everyone sign him because he's got good fixtures. And score 1 goal in 10 games. Then they'll be the new Burnley.
Or they can sign a new an informed Brownhill. He can anchor that midfield.
Actually,
can you let Brownhill go? Can you let it go?
Funnily-
Yeah, let him go.
He scored,
Funnily
mate. I
enough,
can never
as
let it
much
go.
as-
He scored.
as much as we all want you to stop talking about Brownhill, I was actually watching the game last night, and he was literally on everything. Like he didn't score, but
He found
was
his level.
on. He was on everything.
He's found his level. That's why. Championship. He did have some good moments though in FPL last year.
Matt.
No,
Oh,
Yeah.
Matt just destroyed him.
he
Poor
did have his
lad.
moments at Burnley last season, but here we go. Villa, Digne.
Yeah, come on.
I think.
We need to-
Oh, what a turn!
Oh, that's a great turn.
Oh, I think we're all
Oh,
asking
yeah.
now as Bailey
Get one
owners.
down.
Bring him on.
Ooh,
Let's get
look at
Bailey
the-
on.
look-
Let's get
Don't
Bailey
you
on.
love that?
Do you know they should move Watkins
Possession in the last
central
5 minutes.
and bring Bailey on?
Yeah, see,
get
I'm
him
just
on.
looking at I'm looking at the comments as well. I liked Weghorst. I really did like Weghorst as a
Big
player.
Veghorst. It
Mm.
was like having a lamppost up front.
Yeah, I don't like him. Don't like him. There's only one big tall striker that I like, and that was Peter Crouch because he had tech.
Oh, Zlatan.
See, that's going to be
actually, Zlatan, Peter Crouch. Yeah.
that's going to be Skamaka because I think Skamaka's about 6'6", if I'm not mistaken.
Is
Do
it?
you remember?
He's a
Matty,
tall lad. He's a tall lad.
Do you remember Shota
Berbatov?
Avaladze? Shota Avaladze.
He's no Vaughan Coveney.
No, you know
No.
Shota Avaladze play for Ajax. He was incredible.
Is he Uruguayan?
I'm not sure.
The
Actually.
workhorse was a
No, because I
frazzler.
feel like I recognise the name from an old Pro Evo game.
Yeah, 100%. He's a frazzler. Yeah. That's right. We're also a frazzler. Yeah. Thank you, FPLIs.
Yeah, I was right. Skamaka is 195, 6'5".
Wow, he's going to slam dunk you a few goals this season.
He's actually he's technically quite a good player. He's got a good touch.
And
He
he's
was good at
young too.
Sassuolo.
He's only 23.
Matty,
he's a
you
good
said
touch.
Berbatov then as well. Like,
Yeah, Berbatov
what
was class. But he's more the 6'1", 6'2" sort of range, similar to Harry Kane. It's sort of 6'1",
Yeah, he's just a bit. He's
6'2". It's not the lanky 6'5", 6'7".
and I think
Nikola
also
Zigic
Berbatov.
type of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but Berbatov looked taller because he's slim build. You know.
Yeah. He's unreal.
I love Berbatov, man. What a player.
Yeah,
So-
unbelievable.
Boys with Bailey in their sides, would you rather him come on and play 30 minutes or take your first bench player? I don't have him, so I can't really answer it.
Look,
No,
at
I'd
this
go
stage,
Bailey, I think.
yeah,
Just the
at
way
this
Everton
stage,
have looked.
you're a Bailey owner, Q?
Yeah, I've got
Yeah,
him
you
on
are,
the
yeah.
starting.
Who's your sub?
Andreas Pereira.
Okay, and you'd prefer
Yeah.
Bailey to come on?
Yeah, just the way this game's opened up, it seems like it's now. Not that Everton look like they're going to concede a million goals, but I think with Everton trying to score here, it's opened the game up a lot more for Villa to get them on the counter, and I could see like a Bailey coming on and injecting, a decent attack.
Oh,
there's been a
that's
collision.
a
No.
foul, man. What is that?
Oh, Connor Cody, to him, that's a knock on the head for him.
Ollie
Like a
Watkins
flick in the ear for him.
Ollie Watkins just got one hard ball get.
Yeah.
Excellent start.
No, you get
Because I'm a Bailey owner, and like,
Get
hold on,
Coutinho
Coutinho's
off,
down,
mate. You've had
Coutinho's
enough.
down. This isn't good for Dan, and I'll tell you why this isn't good for Dan. Because we're not at 60 minutes. So Coutinho's not going to get his clean sheet point,
They'll just get a 0, yeah.
and he's not going to get his appearance point. And
Wait.
he's on a yellow.
It's 57-50, right?
But he might run it down. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's
If
coming
that's
off.
just
Coutinho's
going,
coming off.
going.
Dan needs Coutinho
Yeah.
to stay down injured for another 2 minutes.
Oh, no,
He
they're
will
going to
get an
bring
extra 2
Bundia on.
points. Because you'll get a clean sheet point
Oh, they
and an
are.
appearance point. So you'll get
Let
2
me tell you,
points.
if they bring Buendia on, it's a good night for Bailey.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
you're probably right.
we need him to stall for 2 minutes for Dan's team. Because
Right.
but this
looking,
could
still
be
looking.
this could be huge for you, Dan, because if he comes off just after the 60 and gets 2 points, considering he's got a booking, you've not done too bad. Like
Yeah,
with
it's
him
all
getting
right. I've got
injury,
him
if
in
he
mind.
comes
It's
off
just
with
a
a
regular
0,
week.
yeah,
It's just another week, isn't it?
yeah, if
Look,
he comes off with a 0, it's mud.
Oh, is this guy coming?
Oh, he's coming off. But what
Yeah,
will they
like
do?
some
Because
of
they
those
did this
finishes.
last season with Jota, and Jota ended up getting the 3
It
points.
is Buendia.
Yeah.
Did
Buendia's
he?
coming on.
Just limp off Coutinho. I feel for Coutinho owners right now. I feel for Coutinho owners. I know a few of you as well. So
you don't, mate.
yeah,
You're
this is
smiling like
injured,
a Cheshire cat there, mate, because I've got him in my draft side. Look at you.
Well, do you?
I can see this.
All right, get off now. Carry Coutinho. Get him off. Push him off the pitch. I want him off. All right. I did not realise that, so I'm playing Q in draft. Get him off. Just
50,
get him off. No, well, it's got past 59 now, so I think it will hit
59. No, it won't. It
What are they
won't.
giving him? I'll check FootMob.
I wonder. I wonder what
Well,
they've done.
he's gone 60. He's gone 60. You're going to get the points.
Mate, Gerard.
God, you've got away with that. He got injured at 57 and he's coming off 59.22.
59-22.
Lucky.
To sort of answer the Bailey question as well.
Yeah, 60th minute they've given it.
Yeah, to those.
Sort it out, FPL. Sort it out.
Let
That
me
could
see,
lose
yeah,
me
let me-
draft.
Let me check this.
That's
here.
a joke. That's a joke. Sort it out.
I don't like that they brought on Bondia. It's disappointing. I guess Bailey's not really a central player, though, I guess.
Now, look, I would prefer at this stage now of the game, I either want 25 minutes out of Bailey or nothing, because like Q said, I think the game can open up. He might be able to score that goal on the break as Everton are attacking. But if I'm not getting that out of Bailey, I'd rather Pereira come on because he looked good last week. And
Yeah,
I think probably get full
say,
90 out of him. It's a vulnerable Wolves defence at the moment. So
he
go on,
played
Dan.
well. He played well last week. I can see him potentially scoring or doing something in that Wolves game. So
That's what I think. I think that as well. So, yeah, at the moment, I'm probably more or less, let's get Pereira now. But, you know, Bailey, there's still a bit of time for him. So I'm just checking the FPL app, and it's
I was going
saying
to say, surely the
Coutinho got
FPL
59
towers.
minutes.
Yeah, surely the FPL towers fix that because it wasn't 60 minutes.
I think they run off foot mob, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a 0. I think he's got a
You
0.
reckon?
Yeah.
Because last season, so the first game of the season last year, so when Liverpool were playing Norwich and Jota got subbed, he'd scored and he'd had a good game, but they subbed him off at the 60th minute mark. But he was subbed off about 58 minutes and 40 seconds, but he walked off the pitch really slow and it rolled the clock down to like 59 minutes and he got all the points. So yeah, I'd be interested to see what's happening. All right, we've got some team lineups.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we haven't. No, they're not officially out. There's some comments saying
Grealish bench.
Grealish has been benched, but yeah, look, we'll wait until we've got the
Yeah,
We'll
I can
wait
go
until
through
we've
the
got-
team list I've got. I'm refreshing the app, ready to go.
Yes, we'll go through it soon. Yeah, if Grealish is benched, and it's good news for Mara's owners. Mara should be starting, in my opinion, over Grealish, but you know that's a whole other debate for a Man City.
Yeah.
Watchalong, yes.
On the FPL app, I've got my phone here now. On the FPL app, it says 59 minutes, 1 point, Coutinho. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah,
touching
but
us
then
down.
-1 for the yellow.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've missed out on an
Mine,
extra appearance point and a clean sheet point.
He gets
so
a
that's
0.
brutal. That's
So
brutal.
Well,
yeah,
It is what it is.
It is
what
it's
it
true.
is.
yeah. I'm
I
just
might
looking.
ring Gary from marketing and get him to fix something up.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the FPL Game Week app as well, and
Oh, yeah.
it says the same thing. Yellow card -1, played 59 minutes, so on a total points of 0.
Yeah. It will be. It will stay that way. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I don't
I
see
think
it
that's
changing
fair.
now.
Yeah, and the FPL Game Week app is normally pretty right.
Well, Coutinho owners now, and that's yourself as well, Dan. Like that injury, you're probably gonna have to get rid of him. That's a disappointing couple of games, but it looks like a groin injury. So yeah, he's probably
It's a
going to
few
be
weeks.
be on the way out now of your team. So
But
that
that's
looks like a
it's good.
transfer. But
It's
you've got 2
actually,
transfers.
Yeah, that's right. It's actually a blessing in disguise, probably, because it saved
Yeah.
the headache.
That's right. Well, Q, I've got Anthony Gordon in my team, so it's him versus Coutinho. So it's 2 points to 0 for Gordon. So yeah, I actually hope it stays that way because I would prefer
Mahrez
that cash
starts.
sheet.
Mahrez
Mahrez
starts. Is that right?
That's what we're hearing. That's what we're hearing according to our YouTube watchers. So thanks for that.
Oh, hold on. Let's see here. I'm going to
having a look at my FPL Game Week app, and Salah captain is a nice little rank boost if he goes all right. But obviously,
Is it?
if Haaland Halls. He's sitting at 103%.
So Grealish is benched.
Okay. Where's this
So
come from?
Rockstar, and Rockstar's normally
Oh, okay.
on the
FPL
ball.
Rockstar.
So
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think
so
he
it
didn't have
says-
much impact last week.
So it says, he's saying that Grealish might need a rest, and someone's just written, Mahrez, please, bro, tell me it's Mahrez starting, and he's put a sort of a thumbs up with Ernie. So Mahrez starts, Grealish on bench. That's all I'm sort of reading at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's fair because
So Mahrez might get his.
it's true. I'm on Blue Moon. The Blue Moon.
Well,
Man City for him.
I prefer Mahrez get it than Haaland, to tell you that.
Yeah, for sure,
true.
for sure.
I think that's great. It's good for Mahrez owners. I'm pretty sure a couple of years ago when Bournemouth were in the Prem, Mahrez got a huge score against them. So he's got the he's got the record. So this could be a good day for Mahrez owners. And it's interesting because there's a lot of people talking Grealish up from an FPL point of view in the preseason, and probably he wasn't doing it for me.
Well, I think also
more of a
because
Mahrez fan.
So this is where
Grealish was a 7.0 too. So the price change was like a big swing.
True. That's a good point. I still think.
No, I was just going to say this is where EPL players playing FPL does cause that sort of controversy a little bit because Phillips transferred Grealish out of his FPL.
He did. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, and that was the problem last season when players were.
So that's the reason
making
why
these moves.
That's the reason why it got shut down, or players stopped playing or got told not to play the game. Because
it was actually Villa players because Villa
yes.
team news was coming out early. That's right, and there was physios, there was all players, there was all these people, and they were saying, this is who's going to play. There's this, there's that, and that's why they stopped it because managers were saying we're getting annoyed because their team news was getting leaked early.
Yeah,
that's right. Hold on, Villa are on the attack.
Oh,
it's Ings. He's pulled it back.
Oh, nah.
It's cleared. With 66 minutes. It's all pretty much the same, isn't it? Villa.
I don't understand. Why does it matter if the team news gets leaked early? Like a day or two early, I understand. But if it's the day of the game, why does that make a difference?
Some of it wasn't all on the day.
So it was early.
So some of it was like the day before, or it was a big game, and and the man the other manager might just change their way they want to play and things like that. Yeah, and I think Dean Smith at Villa was getting really annoyed about it. Oh, Villa!
Here we go.
Buendia.
Stuffed it.
Where's a Matt Cash rocket when you need it?
Unfortunately, Dan, like for mine, the main thing about why it's important about not leaking team news, I think it's got. Unfortunately, it has all to do with gambling. So, do you know what I mean? Like, I think that's sort of the main thing. Like, because let's just say, Man City, Arsenal game, whatever the case may be.
Sorry.
And someone big gets benched, then the markets change, or someone gets So
the odds change.
Yeah, the odds change. So that's where it's it's a bit.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. I don't really make bets, so I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking of the game itself. But
that's another good thing.
Yeah,
about football
in the purest form. No, go on.
So one of the good things about football is the lineup's coming out an hour before the game officially. There might be other sports, right, where the lineups 3 days before, 2 days before. Where's the fun in that? Like, where at least in this you don't know an hour before, and everyone's waiting, everyone's on their toes, and they're thinking, what's the lineup going to be? Who's going to play? And it's all strategy, and that's what makes it so good. And that's And I look, it's a pain for FPL, and we don't like that for FPL. That's also part of the fun. Whereas if we knew our lineups 3 days ago, we could still make it's just not the same for me.
Yeah, exactly. And you can make changes before lockout as well, couldn't you? I need some Everton goals now after Coutinho's blunder. I need some Everton goals.
I need Matt Cash. Matt Cash rocket. I'm done with Bailey. I don't know if I want him on the pitch anymore. I don't know if I want him on. I'm selling him next
week. I'll tell you what. If Bailey doesn't come on, what a ball! Nice, Buendia. If Bailey doesn't come on and you get the Cash clean sheet, it's a great first match for you.
Yeah, it's good because Pereira, he looked sharp last week.
I feel like
Logan.
Pereira is going to get something out of the game.
Yeah, but the worry now is this Bailey coming on now? The worry now is it's the drinks break. There's all these subs now, and all these subs means, and this is where it's going to be difficult for Pep Roulette. Is
Yeah.
we'll put that comment up in a minute. The good thing about so we've got like me with nothing, barely anything. Q next up, and you got Dan, and you got Damo with the full. What you got? You got me at the top. You got Q, and then you got the two Italian hybrids.
Yeah, that doesn't take me long to grow these two. So
yeah,
Pretty much like the evolution of is it Castaway?
See,
What's that movie where he's stuck in an island with the beach ball?
Castaway.
Yeah, Castaway.
Yeah.
So you got me, you got Matt on the plane, then you got me just as you're crashing, then you got Dan who's just feeling a little bit fancy,
Couple weeks
and
in,
then Damo ready to lose his mind.
I was going to say
Damo's catching fish with the spears.
he is.
Wilson.
He is. That's a great comment. Thanks for that, Polo Knights. As I say, we're 70 minutes into the game. There's a drinks break, so it's a good time. If you're new to the channel, if you just drop a subscribe, a like, obviously keep the comments coming in. You know, everything's appreciated. If you could give everyone as well on the podcast a follow. So we've got Quinton at FPL_amateur_Oz. You can find him on Twitter. You can just put his name into Google and then you'll find his website. It's got plenty on there. He's got a weekly podcast with Damo. So Damo's on that with him as well. Really good stuff. Sometimes I'll come on as a guest. Dan will come on as a guest as well. So you can find Q on there. And then Damo at FPL West Ham on Twitter. Give him a follow. Go check him out as well. And then at D10 Football. Go check him out on Instagram. Unbelievable page. Some really good stuff on there. Ball mastery, skills. Some of the stuff's just, out of this world. So go give him a follow. He's also on Twitter as well. So go check him out on Twitter. And we're going to be here most weeks for the season. So, get involved. Well, there you go. Follow all of us like Quinton then, I guess.
That's what happens when you make it to the top in this business, mate. You got people that are trying to pull you down.
Tall poppy syndrome.
You know, we're not Villa fans, mate. It's just for the FPL night with the Villa players.
Only for Aston Villa.
No,
I'll
let you in a bit of insight into David, as he's a Brentford supporter, so he's trying to get in my head before the 2:30 kickoff.
No, it's actually good. It's good to. Is David's the one in Tasmania that commented? No.
Yeah, he's the one that runs our fantasy league that you joined.
Oh, is that right? Oh, well, welcome, David. It's good to actually have someone that's, support someone that isn't, Man United, Liverpool.
You can just stop at Man United.
Jeez. That was a Diego Carlos.
A quick little fun fact: if you Google my name, you might find my old MySpace, mate. There's some pure gold on it.
Well, this is an interesting one. I've just seen the Newcastle team use Matt Target. Matt Target. Pope starts despite reports of a problem. So Sven Botman is handed his full debut.
So Botman does get in. All right. So earlier I did my deadline stream, and I did have a viewer who asked me about Botman because Botman is his team, and I said it's tough. It's tough to say because I didn't know if he was going to start. So I'd be interested if you're tuning in now.
So Newcastle,
if you started him or not.
I was going to say I can go through the Newcastle lineup quickly if you want. Pope in goals, Trippier, Shah, Botman, Byrne, Bruno, Willock, Joe Linton, Almiron, ASM, and Callum Wilson up forward.
Beautiful.
Okay, so this is the same team as last week, but Burns come in ahead of Target. Burns left-footed anyway, so he can fill in on the left-hand side. So that's Newcastle's team. They're playing away at Brighton. Do you want to give us the Brighton team?
I've got the Brighton team up here as well. We've got Sanchez in goals, Webster, Dunk, March, McAllister, Trossard, Gross, Lallana, Welbeck, Calciedo, and Veltman.
Okay. stuff.
Yes.
Villa. Oh, all right. So we'll go and do the Man City Bournemouth lineups. Who wants to go through that one? Oh, there's a big shock in the Bournemouth team. There's a chance of Villa. It's off the line. It's off the line. Pass the ball. Villa nearly scored. They just had a Bundia just had a almost like an overhead sort of kick off the line.
He looks like he's
who was that? Was that Watkins or was that Ings?
What, with a scissor?
Ings with a shot. No, sorry. It was
Buendia with a scissor. I think he's desperate to get a yellow card as well. You see him just run out there and just grab the player.
Could have been Bailey scoring. Anyway, we'll get onto the lineup for the Bournemouth and Man City game. So we'll start with Bournemouth. So we got Travers in goals with Lerma, Meppen, and Kelly in a back three. Then we got Smith, Pearson, Cook, and Stacey. Sounds like the Saddle Club. We got Tavernier, Christie, and Moore up front. So no Solanke. So I think that might have been the shot that you're talking about, Matt.
That's the one. My man, Big Dom.
And then we got Foden, Hallen, and Mahrez up front for City. We got Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, Walker, Diaz, Ake, and Cancelo and Edison in goal. So pretty much as expected, I think the early news we got that Mahrez was starting over Grealish.
It's time. It's
time. I think that's a good change. The Rodri one's good because he's in my draft against UQ, so I wouldn't mind a Rodri goal. But yeah, interesting. I think that's a good change by Bournemouth because Moore. I don't know if you saw his header last week against Villa and the size of him. He can cause problems from set pieces for Bournemouth against City. Good old Moore. He's come up all the way up from the non-league, I'm pretty sure. So good story for him. That's the one. We'll go to Arsenal-Leicester. Who wants to do those lineups?
I've got it up if you want it.
So
we've got so Arsenal, obviously Ramsdale in goals. Zinchenko keeps his spot down back. So Zinchenko, Magalhaes, I don't know how to say that one. Saliba and White. In the mids, you got Xhaka, Thomas, and Odegaard. And then up forward, you got Martinelli, Jesus, and Saka.
So it's unchanged from last week? Is it unchanged?
I believe so. Doesn't look like it's any different.
Yeah, unchanged.
Just quietly, Buendia is absolutely rattling since he's been on.
Yeah, he's good. And here comes Leon Bailey with 15 minutes to go. I'm not happy about this. And I'll tell you why. Because I've seen the Fulham team and Andres Pereira is in behind the striker. So Leon Bailey, you better come on, mate. You better score and make this 2.
He might score. Yeah, he might score.
I'm not happy.
Mate, I just might point out with the Leicester City lineup, Ravioli's cousin Castagni is playing.
He's a good player.
That's Castagna, but
they got Ward, Fofana, Evans, Marty. Did he play last week?
Marty, I think he did. Not sure.
Did he play Q?
I think he did. I think he played central. Then again, is Fofana playing?
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing.
Because I just saw that Fofana looks like he's agreed $80 million transfer fee with Chelsea, but obviously that's just hearsay. That's right. That's right, Steve. I need to get my private jet ready to go to Ibiza when the baby's
It's an interesting lineup that Leicester have too. It's the 3-5-1-1.
It is. It's almost like they're packing that midfield, aren't they? There's Castagna, Tielemans, Ndidi, Dewsbury Hall, Justin, Madison, and Vardy will be interesting to see if they can wipe out those Arsenal clean sheets.
I'm just laughing at this.
No, that's just Q, David.
It's only Q, mate.
No, we know how to say Castagna. Yeah, we know how to say that.
Too much squencher. Too much squencher. It's affecting me brain cells.
We cleared that up on the first pod, didn't we, Q? You were like, is it that Castagni? And I was like, is that like that dish, lasagna?
Oh, mate. I was going to say, I just like to say that Gonzalo Guedes is on the bench for Wolves, so he might come on up front second half.
Oh, hold on, Villa.
I tell you what, Guedes is a real
Oh,
option.
Watkins.
He tried to Jeff Hurst it. He tried to send it
He
out
did.
at the stadium.
He did.
He is a real option, Guedes. He is
Yeah,
a
6 mil.
very, very good striker. Very good striker.
and he's a midfielder who will play up front as well.
Here comes Dele Alli, and is this the new signing? Is this him? Anana?
He looks scary.
He does, doesn't he?
I got like chills. You just gave me the look.
Cute.
Is Bailey on corners?
Nah, Bailey surely isn't in corners. Nah, but
Nah,
that's
Bundia, mate.
Bundia.
Get out of here,
Bundia.
Bundia. I'm sick of seeing you.
Bro, didn't even make the first man. Come on now.
Yeah,
see,
that annoys me.
Mate, it's like watching Reece James all over again, mate. Just
Mate,
get him
you
off.
see that? I'll tell you what, that was one thing Ericsson did a lot at Spurs. Every corner, first man. First
good.
man.
Yeah.
First man.
What
Just
is
looking at
Mings
the
doing there?
Does someone want to go through the Southampton Leeds?
Yeah, I was going to say that this with the Southampton lineup, El Yunusi, did he play last week?
Who's at the
El
for
Yunusi
Southampton?
for Southampton.
No, he didn't. No, it
Because
was a Rebo.
he's playing up forward. So, and he was not too
Oh no,
bad.
he never played.
Yeah, he's not too bad last season in spurts. So,
Yeah.
So looking at the Leeds lineup, so you got Meslier in goals, you got Christensen, you've got Kosh, you got Lorente, you got Strike, you've got Rocker, Adams in the midfield, then you got Aronson, Rodrigo, Harrison as a attacking midfield trio with Bamford up front as well.
Nice side. I like that team. That'll be a good
and
game.
You've got Sinistera on the bench. I had a couple of questions from yours truly in the chat, Damo. So he has no idea who he is, mate. And you'll see him when he comes off the bench and just does a razzling.
Oh, Sinistera. Yeah.
Have we done the Saints team? Sorry.
Saints team, we've got Adams up front with Armstrong and El Unisi in behind. Then you got Gineppo, Lavia, Ward-Prowse, Walker-Peters, and then Salisu, Benarak, and Bella Kotchap with Bazunu in the goals, which Damo
That's
also
his
didn't
name.
know who Bazunu was.
That ain't his name.
That's his name, Bella Kotchap. Oh my God, what's Tyrone Mings doing? The ball's just coming from Everton, and Tyrone Mings has just skewed the ball out for a corner. You know what, though? For all the stick Mings gets, he actually had an all right game.
do you think
I'm not going to say anything because I've got a corner now, and he could just head it into his own net. So,
do you think he moves on from Aston Villa after the bust up with his coach?
who else they got? They got Conser. I'm not sure. They seem to like him, don't they?
Yeah.
And they've given him this start in front of the home fans.
Mings does the same bit as me.
You know what? He does. He does. Good hands from Martinez. He's a good keeper. He is a good keeper.
Someone's down.
I think
I wouldn't mind if it was Cash.
I think
because then he can come off and he can get his clean sheet, and then I can live to fight another day. Because Cash is currently way ahead on 2 bonus points at the moment. I don't know how. It must be all of his, his short passing because he doesn't give the ball away much.
I think that Cash got hit in the Berry Besties.
Yeah.
Faking injuries.
Yeah, I definitely think it was a fake injury. He's only been punched by the keeper in the head, but yeah, it's definitely a fake one.
I thought it got him in. I thought it got him in the Johnson.
Yeah. That's what I thought it got him.
We'll take it. Run the clock down.
Bit of ice, he'll be right.
I want him off. I want the 2 at the moment. So on the bonus, actually talking about Tyrone Mings. So Mings is on 3 bonus. He's had a steady game so far. 3 bonus for Mings. Cash is on 2 bonus, so I'm pretty happy with that. Danny Ings is on 2 bonus as well, so I wouldn't mind if Cash come off now because
I actually just thought Bailey was still on the bench. Then I'm like, I thought he'd come on the field.
I wish he was on the bench because I hate getting 1 point off the bench. It's one of the worst feelings in FPL. 1 point off the bench, mud. Got to transfer him out next week. I need a counter-attack goal from him. All this pre-season stuff he did.
Talking about potential FPL options too. Tomiyasu returns for Arsenal just on the bench. And he's had a price fall as well. I think he's 4.4. So he's one to definitely have a look at when he's back up and running and starting to.
Yeah, maybe if he can stay fit, because he'll be better on that position than White. I think he was
Correct.
4.5 last year, wasn't he? Or was he 5?
You could be right. I think he might have
I
been
feel like he was 4.5 last year. Yeah, I think he was 4.5
so.
with Ben White. Maybe, I'm not sure. You could be right. I don't know, but he's a decent option, and because he's good on the ball, that's where you get the bonus points. Similar to what obviously Matt Cash has done so far in this game. God, Watkins has had a good game. I think Watkins has had a good game. He's led the line well.
Yeah, he has.
But yeah, 5
Is
minutes to go.
Watkins not involved in the bonus points?
You know what? I don't think he is.
He got the assist, didn't he?
Yeah. No, he's not Danny Ings with his goals. Cash and Mings. I'd love it if Cash could steal the full 3 bonus points. But I still think there's someone in this game.
So at the moment, from what and this could be wrong, but on BPS you've actually got Ings.
Get up there, Bailey. Where are you, Bailey?
Where's Bailey? That's not Bailey. That's Watkins.
No.
2-0. Bundia.
Oh, Bundia.
Change the game.
Goal.
Oh, hold on. Is it just no? It's a goal. 2-0.
Well,
there you go. There goes my cash bonus points. I think Watkins will get them.
Watkins will get 3 now.
Mate, that's where Bailey should have been playing, mate. Filthy, livid.
Prior to that, you actually had Ings, Mings, and Cash all on 3 bonus points.
Yeah. I think I'll lose my cash one now, but look, as long as I keep the clean sheet. But that was awful. That was the new signing, losing the ball there.
I took Bundia out of my draft for Joel Linton. I didn't think he was going to play.
Was that a Buendia goal?
Yeah, Buendia goal. Yeah.
Well,
Watkins is a bargain. 7.5 mil. Like, there's everyone going on about Jesus. Watkins has had more productive seasons. His first season at Aston Villa is more productive than any season Jesus has had from a goal and assist output than Jesus, and he's 0.5 cheaper, and he plays every single game.
Mate,
what a pass as well!
What a pass! Exactly. Yeah, he's a brilliant pass. He's been brilliant this game, Watkins. He runs
I've got
that line so well.
I got the updated BPS as well. At the moment, you got Watkins sitting on 3 BPS, Ings, Mings, and Cash sitting on 2.
2. All right. Well, that's okay. I'll take that. But yeah, I would have loved if Bailey had just been there for the tap in or the assist, but he wasn't, and he's mudded me with a point. Oh, don't give it away, Cash.
Oh, what a turn! Oh
my God! Well, there goes the clean sheet. It's an own goal for Digne. What a nightmare! Mud. So you can go from 8 points to 2 points like that. But there you go. This is why I own Cash and not Digne.
That's horrid.
And no one's got Watkins or Buendia as well, have they?
I've got Watkins in my draft side, so I'm pretty happy. But
God, that's awful. That's heartbreaking. That is just when Cash is on 8 points, and then Big Onana, who made the mistake, sets it up, beats Cash.
Yeah, he did well, didn't he? Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad I don't own Digne anyway, because I would have been even more. So I feel like it's a bit of a consolation prize.
Just a shout out to David, mate. I've got Watkins in our draft league, mate. So how do you like them?
Not the one for us, though, Q.
No, this is the.
Oh, good.
I tell you what, is this going to finish in a draw? Is this going to finish in a draw?
I think it could.
Do you know what this game reminds me of? Do you remember that game last season where I think it was a Dutch player for Tottenham that came on? I've just forgotten his name. He came on right at the end for
Bergwijn.
Yeah, 3 minutes and scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's rough. I'm just gutted that the clean sheet's gone for that. Such a bad goal to concede.
Oh, man.
Watkins is on the 3 bonus now. Cash is gone. Bundia's got the 2. Absolute wipeout. Danny Ings is on
the 1. No.
How about a Bailey goal?
Coutinho,
Bailey goal with 2 minutes left to then steal 1 bonus.
I'll
take that. I'll take anything right now.
No.
Come on, is that Bailey?
Oh, here we go.
Mate. Finish
here we go. finish it off.
Oh, his touch wasn't good. First touch.
No. Do you know what?
Oh, that was Bailey to Watkins.
That chance there was the exact story of Watkins that when me and Matt owned him for like 4 or 5 games last season. It was exactly like that. Always in the good positions, always in the box, and he just couldn't put it away. Painful.
I think of my 2 transfers are decided next week. Then Bailey and Watkins can go. Not Watkins. Cash. Cash is gone. He's a failed experiment. No clean sheet.
Wow.
2 games, 0 clean sheets. He was 5 minutes away from 8 points. And Bailey can go. So I need to think about who to bring in. I'm thinking maybe Saliba and Dewsbury Hall. I'm thinking.
Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah, Dewsbury Hall. I'm thinking,
that's
Saliba.
Very differential, I feel.
Yeah, I think Dewsbury Hall, Southampton at home, and then Saliba for Arsenal with their runner games. I think that's fair. They're better for a clean sheet than Villa.
I might go.
Failed experiment. Oh, go on, Bailey. Go on, Bailey, run him.
He's so
Bailey.
He's so
skinny.
Oh, I had to put it in. He had to put it in.
Mate,
the
fraud.
He should have done first time cross straight to Watkins for a tap.
Yeah, it would have been a tap. In. I'm gonna go. I think I might go Coutinho straight to Sancho.
Yeah,
he's
good
got
idea,
Sancho.
mate.
Everton are in. It's Gordon. Oh, it's a save.
And
a save again from Martinez. 5 minutes of stoppage time.
I got excited.
This game's changed.
I got excited. Yeah, 5 minutes for another big water break. That's what that is. all the drinks, man. 5 minutes for drinks. It's like recess.
Oh, this game's come to life.
Yeah.
Matt, does Perisic start for Tottenham this week?
I don't think he will. I don't think they need. I think you can't change a team that's just 4-1. Sessegnon was brilliant last week.
Do you think he? No, go on. Sorry, Dan.
I was just going to say I got Emerson Royal into my draft this week.
Yeah, it's a good move. I think he keeps his place. He played so well. Can't drop him. You can't drop a team that's just 1-4-1. They've both played well. Fullbacks, we need some stability there. So
because I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to do with Perisic because especially not so much this week, but next week whether I start him against Wolves if he actually starts or
see how the week goes because you never know. There could be injuries or whatnot. But I think it's tough. I think for tomorrow, maybe not.
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, I've got him on my bench this week.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to make any moves this week. Oh, he's upset.
Yeah.
If anyone owns Digne, comment because he's on a yellow card and he got an own goal.
Yeah, someone put it in the chat earlier.
He's on
they said,
-1.
"What a bag of beans" or something. I think he said, or a can of beans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he did it a few years ago when he was at who did he play for before? Digne? He was at Everton. It was at Everton.
Everton. Yeah.
Yeah, and he played and got an own goal. I remember I owned him and he scored an own goal and it was just mud. There you go. Into his draft. I'm having a mud start. Got 2 points for Cash. He's about to come off injured anyway. Goodbye. That's fine. Get him off. I don't want any more goals conceded. So I'll take the 2. And I need something from Bailey. And it's just been an absolute catastrophe. I wish he'd got injured 10 minutes ago.
All these Aston Villa players are just hitting the deck, aren't they?
Yeah, it's just mud. And here come all the subs. Oh, what a woeful start. Woeful start.
Yeah,
it's all right. This game's been mud for everyone, unless you're like a Watkins owner or an Ings owner.
Oh yeah, Watkins and Ings owners will be absolutely loving this. But yeah, Cash, why can that have happened 5 or 6 minutes ago, and then I could have banked the points? Oh well, easy decisions for my team.
I thought Ramsey was getting sold. I swear I saw a transfer rumor.
No, he's got a brother.
Oh,
his brother.
Gordon.
Yeah.
The Razzler of the kitchen world.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like Cash is injured, doesn't it?
Too hard to
He's
tell,
coming
mate.
straight up.
It's the 94th minute. That's why he's not walking well.
Yeah.
We did get hit in the Johnson like 5 minutes ago.
He did.
Brother Aaron, Aaron and Gordon, the Ramsey twins.
How are they going to play plus 5 minutes here? Diego Carlos been on the floor for about 2.
Playing up.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Unfortunately, I own Cash, but it was, as Damo said earlier, you'd rather own Cash than Digne. So yeah.
At the moment, I'd rather own Trippier every day of the week.
Yeah, I've got him as well, but
Yeah, I've got a
hopefully he delivers.
Newcastle. I've got a Newcastle triple and a City triple.
Mate, you can thank me, mate. I'm expecting my fruit basket.
I did say, did I not tell you I was going to go with Ings, and you talked me out of it. So there's a big line to tread this week.
I just like how every time I go, someone talked me out of it. I don't even have to know who talked me out of it. It was me.
You. It's always you. Nah, to be fair, I only talked to a few people about my FPL, so it's not a wide group or a selection of a community, you know.
Well, look, we're still in stoppage time, and
Listen to Q, your faulty there, mate. Let me let you in on a little secret. Last year, Q was right up there outside the Milky Way with the other people in the other galaxies, way up. Where were you? Like in the top 2K in the world at one stage?
he was.
Yeah, and it was Jose Sá that got me there, mate. And then you hated on him. You hated on him. You're a hater.
That was a ridiculous notion. And if you'd stayed with just like a Sanchez or the
Everton.
Oh no! Oh,
this Onana's come on and he's given a goal away.
He's good.
He's set a goal up and now he's getting involved.
He just
scared Q. He's just done loads.
Look at this big studding. Oh my god!
Mate, I'll touch on the Jose Sá, mate. He went from Jose Sá to Jose Nah.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Corner come in. 2-2. It's a Jasmine. It's a Jasmine. Thanks.
Imagine if Bailey scores an own goal.
Again.
Nah.
Imagine that.
Too easy.
How many saves do you reckon Martinez have?
He's had a few. I think he'll be on the 3.
Yeah, even though he copped the goal, it's done all right, huh? It's done okay on Martins.
Yeah, he's on 3.
Coutinho sitting in my midfield with the 0. Sorry, mate.
Mate, imagine
how long
if
we got left.
I reckon probably a minute because they spent 2 minutes laying on the ground for injury time.
You don't think there's a little bit more?
Oh, I'd love another 4 minutes. Throw another.
So I think there's probably another 3 minutes in this.
I hope that's enough time for Bailey to score.
Around for a long time, yeah. They were messing around. Look at this football from Everton. Oh my days. Iwobi.
It's Gordon. Oh, it's blocked.
Oh, it's handball.
Oh, Martinez is a save. It's another save.
Another
save. That could be it. I think that could be it.
Sausage sizzle.
Steven Gerrard to beat Lampard. I think Villa have probably deserved it. I wouldn't say it's been a one-sided game. I would say they probably
David coming down on you heavy in the comments, mate, saying you didn't even finish in the amongst the prizes.
Mate, I finished second to my brother-in-law who didn't need the money and robbed me dry. Mate, you did a the Liverpool Cavalier moment, mate.
I reckon we're going to 99 minutes here. That's my prediction.
You reckon?
Hey, I actually want to get me one of these Everton Castor pajama outfits. They actually look very comfy. What Frank?
Yeah, they do. They do look good.
He looks good, man. He looks a bit like Gabor Corrale. Remember him?
Yeah, the keeper.
Yeah, he was wearing those pants to play in.
It's still going. This game's still going.
Well, the yellow card.
I think this is it now. This has to be it for Everton.
Do you reckon we're gonna play 100 minutes? So we're gonna have 100
Did they just add another 5 minutes of injury time?
No, that 5 was up there already. But as I'm saying, when the player went off, I think the player went off at about 94th, 95th minute. So
look at this stat from FPL Planner. Look what Tian's just put up. 21-22. Digne scores an own goal play for Everton against Villa. 22. Digne scores an own goal play for Villa against Everton.
I remember it. I owned him in the first one.
And that's what we call the circle of life, fellas.
It is. It is. He's
We're
right.
just about to hit 99 minutes.
I think this is it now. Once he takes it,
It's got to be.
Just play one more. Play the 100.
Leon Bailey to do a Shailene soccer.
Oh, penalty.
Boost the kick.
It's done. 2-1.
No,
Game's over.
2-1.
Aston Villa 2, Everton 1. Probably deserved for Villa. We ended up with goals from Ings, who made it 1-0. And then Buendia made it 2-0. Watkins has come out with 2 assists. Onana got the assist, and Digne got the own goal. Martinez with 4 saves. So we got Buendia with 3 points, Watkins with 3 points. So they share. Ings with 2, and then Tarkovsky. I don't think they'll give one out. If they're given a 3, 3, and a 2, they won't give one out. So it's Buendia, Watkins, and Ings, and Aston Villa 2, Everton 1. Well, there you go. There you go, boys. Thanks for joining. Any last words from anyone?
It's a nice little win for old Peaky Blinders, Ings. Good game. But, very disappointing as a Bailey owner, but I thought Villa looked a lot better tonight than they did last week.
Yeah, I agree.
Even more disappointing as a Coutinho owner.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Damo.
Look at my background. I changed my background and everything.
I'm just
Wasn't a great night from an FPL point of view. 5 minutes off a cash 8-point haul. It turns into a 2-pointer. Bailey 1 point. Mud. Both of them are coming out of my team. I can't wait to get rid of them.
So you've got you've had 2 players with 3 points.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mud.
Yeah, I only had Coutinho, so I don't know. Maybe blessing in disguise. I think now I can swap him for a bit more of an informed midfielder. Add tiers to Coutinho in the background, mate. No need. I've got the tiers.
Now, are we all tuning into the Man City game?
No.
Or are you guys gonna watch it another one?
I'll see. Yeah, I'll see how I go. I'll try.
Why is cute? What's that background for, mate? That's for
just about to head down to the Swamp Bar for a happy hour before the United game starts. So
nice.
All right,
we'll
wrap it up now. We'll wrap it up, boys.
All good. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks for Q for joining D10 Football at FPL West Ham Damo. Thanks to everyone that watched the stream tonight. Put the comments in as well. Really appreciate the support.
Q wishes.
We had some great comments tonight. It was good fun. So we'll be back for another one. So stay tuned on all of the socials, and we will be back. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.